Oi, oi. What's happening, guys? Flat Earth British. Mindlowing speaking. Wiggly Flat Firms. Welcome to what will be epic Flaterday. I hope you're all getting warm and cozy, cushy, as we say in Wales land. And thank you, 100 odd of you, for waiting. Just see. I don't seem to be up. Please give me a moment. Can you see me, people? Because I can't see me on the internet. I can't see me on the interweb. She's really weird. Just bear with me a moment, people, if you would. Be so kind. I can't even find me on my own channel. It's fucking weird, isn't it? Mindlowing, I'll look me up. There you are. Oh, no. Okay. You see me, good guys. Okay, thank you. For some reason it didn't come up on mine. Right, brace yourselves. Okay, buckle in. This is going to be. Oh, there I am. Fucking epic. It took a while. Took its own sweet time on the internet to do shit. Welcome all. Good to see you all. Let me just check my comms are in order. Yeah, awesome. That'll do. I can do nicely. So, what have I been doing? Well, I'll tell you what I've been doing. I've been doing a bit of super sleuthing. Super sleuthing. I'm sure no matter what background you have, what your belief system is, what your level of truth is, there will be something in this post tonight that will blow your minds. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here that is, what the fuck are we looking at? It is some parts of this, which I've discovered. I can't believe I didn't come across it before, some of this, but I guess it just didn't delve deep enough. I like a horror film, but when I present this inquiry, this case to you, it's going to be hard to deny that is high level fuckery going on. Okay, and it is definitely hard to deny. Tell me in my comments if you don't think we are onto something incredible here with what I've found this week and what I'm exposed and what I'm about to expose and what I'm about to tell you about. So rolling, 200 of you have popped in. Let me give you a few shouts and see what in the Flat Earth British realm, which is epic, by the way. And this post will show you how epic. There's going to be a lot in this, by the way, but we are going to hurry through and dig deep. So it's going to be like a roller coaster ride, but there's going to be plenty in this. Okay, like I said, to blow your brain, and there'll be plenty to amuse you along the way. Okay, we're going to make it a good, fun, positive ride the whole time. Okay, that's what we're doing here. So Erin checking in, Nelson, good to see you, brah. And we got Barbara. Yeah, so oh my god, Colorado's like -5. Yeah, on the other side of that window there is 0 degrees. It's like, people of Britain, this is a Flat Earth British address. I really, really am sorry for you. It is so bad. Everyone, even like sort of mainstreamy sort of friends of mine I see on Facebook are getting like really truthy. And what are we going to do about it? Because Britain has got the shit in the handbag, and it's not just Britain, is it? It's everywhere else. Yeah, it'd be like Britain is the third world too, and everyone will be emigrating to Africa to buy stuff because it'll all be there. I'm not even joking. It's so bad in Britain, the birds throw food at people. Times change. So good to see you, Stephen Rossi. Well, we're silver lining mine of that somewhere along the line. Maybe when spring gets you. So there's the best dose of reality. Brian Staveley. Staveley's in the house. What? Limely. Summer here. All right. Don't rub it fucking in. Oh, God. Sir, look at you. Yeah, summer here, man. Just sipping margaritas on the beach. Cold, is it? Yeah, it is. But you're all right. We don't hold your geographical location against you or anything. Cherish, yes. Yeah, wiggly flat thumbs. This post, okay, this is going to be good. I got to get my head around this. Now, what I've been looking at, there's my bro Adam Cook, there's Hippie Shake, there's Brian Evans, wish you all the best, Brian. There's my son, Lawrence Liedtke, who is Welsh Dragon Metals on YouTube. Yeah, he likes killing zombies and stuff. So we talked about it today. So we made a bequester to AI, who is controlling the world. AI, can you do a Predator World War II movie, please? Yeah, and it gets really, really gnarly. And then the SS have to buddy up with Easy Company. That'll be good, won't it? US Airborne. And maybe throw in a couple of fucking Russians. Yeah, be fucking epic. We got to think of the title for it. We're thinking like Naked Predator, but I don't think that works too well. Maybe Predator's War. Predator War. Anyway, AI, fucking make it so. Get on with it. Okay. Watch how quick they shit that out. Now, guys. Fucking hell, be on fucking Netflix now in a week. So, Rumpty Toodle, Pina Colada, half a pound of muesli. What do you think of State of the Nation? Don't really give a fuck. Except they're like sending like a couple of billion. Not that they probably are. It's just numbers on a computer and they're just saying shit. To the fucking Ukraine because they're like so hard done by and cold this winter. Right. Okay. Fuck people of Britain then, is there? Jay Nelson. I found a meme with your name on it, Rihanna. Later on, Rihanna Lust did. Okay, it's quite fitting actually, considering your name. On a Rude album cover. Let's stick around for that. Later on, okay, we're going to have a giggle. Some of the discoveries that I've made, and we're going to look into what is a mind-blowing matter. See what you make of all of this. Now, what I've looked into is something that I will be honest with you, and it blew my mind to find out about it, was the Texas City disaster in 1947. I was like, Texas City? I've seen Texas City. It was fucking lovely. You go past it on the way to Galveston Island in Texas. I was like, wow, that Texas City. They got like massive oil refinery there. Anyway, they had the biggest, deadliest industrial accident in history there. And there is some movie footage, and it's like the apocalypse has happened. We're going to cover what they're telling us and what are the photographic journal and what are the other discoveries I made. It's just mind-blowing, guys, really are. And we're going to look at the similarities, which are many coincidences. It just cannot be true. And I'm going to show you stuff in this post which I can tell you is impossible and cannot happen. Okay, I will show you. We're going to show you the narratives for two of the biggest industrial accidents, and both, right, are cited to be the biggest non-nuclear explosions in history in the Americas. Okay, the second was the Halifax explosion. Both explosions were a ship exploding. Okay, both were French ships, although they were 50 years apart because the Halifax, which destroyed Halifax, in fact, it disintegrated the city of Halifax in Nova Scotia in 1970. But they did implicate that it might have been some Germans that did that because they were at war at the time with the Empire, as we know, or whatever. The coincidences are just mind-numbing. You're just not going to believe it, guys, and what I'm going to show you. And later on, after we look into the apocalyptic events of these two cities with subsequent tsunami, they both had this explosion, yeah, and then a giant tsunami. Makes no fucking sense. And I'll show you why it makes no sense in this post. After all of that, we're going to be looking into, now I found a collection of photographs of the Great Chicago Fire, 1871. We haven't looked at it many times, but these I've never seen before. And I found them in a photographic collection and they're out of a library. And I'm like, is this AI fuckery? Is this really what I'm looking at? I can't believe that I've never seen anything like this before. I sort of getting used to what this AI stuff looks like now, guys. It's like got certain um, definition to it and browny poo color to it, and you just clearly see it. And this, and I will show you why, and it's out of a collection, why I don't think it is, because some of the things that are going on these pictures you're not going to believe. You look at the thumbnail of this picture, it shows you a street during apparently the fire of Chicago, where I don't see too much fire going on, a bit smoke. Tens of thousands of people on a bridge escaping their lives. Now, I've marked down, and this is a scene of absolute fucking carnage, and there's so much going on in this picture that I can't imagine AI slamming all that down and coming out of a collection. But I don't know. But I'm just saying this is mind-blowing stuff. Later on, that we'll look into that after this case study to begin with, and then we're going to look at that. Then we're going to have a giggle, and I got all sorts of stuff. We're going to look into Scottish islands, how remote islands, how can they be so advanced in architecture? And we're going to be looking into the Wizards of Oz, which is basically how did they shit out New Zealand in such a remote location with giant tartaria buildings, tiny buildings. And we look at Brisbane, Australia for its unbelievable beauty and giant Tartarian buildings. Also, shit out of nowhere, because we haven't looked at Australia in quite some time. Later on in the show, more funny stuff and loads of stuff. I got giant books to look at, I got engravings. We'll see what we can get through in the time. Okay, guys. Okay. So 400 of you just showed up. Good. Thank you for being here and sharing your chilly Flaterday, or if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, your boiling hot Flaterday. In the year of 2024, or so they say, what the fuck ever. Everyone knows the ram's gone to shit in a handbag. Everyone's like, oh, what do we do? I've seen all sorts. I read a thread on Facebook today, it was quite innocent and humble, sort of, not like very extreme, but they were saying like, yeah, we got to kill them all. It's like, yeah, I don't know about, if that's going to work, like, because there's just be more shitters come in. You got to like, have some sort of structure to it. Well, everyone has had a guts full of the whole shit show, yet they still keep on paying for everything and consenting to everything. It's just, as long as that goes on, it'll go on. If they just say, fuck you, we're not doing any of it, the whole fucking world goes on strike, a world strike. They would have to fuck off, or basically, as the nature of a strike, give us our demands. Yeah. So equality, them weird things that they don't give everybody, share out the wealth, which is plenty of, but it's very disproportionate, though, They're rich as fuck. They got us not working like slaves for the fucking whole of their very short existences. Whatever. That doesn't seem fair, does it? Who calls the shots anyway with all of this slavers and masters bollocks anyway? And I don't see anybody in the slave class, if that's what you like to think of it as being down with it. Yeah, everyone's fucked off with it, and nobody wants to do their lives. It's like, no, man, I don't want to do that. What you want to do? I want to live in nature. I want to go walk in the woods. I want to go walk on the beach, and all of the things that actually cost nothing. Funny that, isn't it? The only thing that is really perfect in this place is the reset. All of it is perfect. Everything that's happening to everybody, all of these people's personalities and people's souls being laid bare in this awakening. And it is part of the ultimate purification process, spiritual purification. All this tough shit. I don't know what your life's like, right? But I'm having a really fucking bad year so far. So much bad shit's gone on. Just so much. And I'm just thinking that it is to make me stronger, to make me more resilient, and there will be lessons learned. So I gotta be, go with it. Not much else to do, but it's all meant to be. It's all lessons. It's all part of this purification process. The more you get away from all of that bullshit of the Matrix and the Smiths and all of the rest of it, if you want to think of it that way, and go into a realm of taking your own power back, not giving it away to them or mostly invisible entities. Most people give their power away to invented entities. So just give it a fucking way. And mortal beautiful souls, which is not really good. So we're sort of realizing they hijack consciousness and getting the clues and getting the keys to bringing it all back home, the whole thing, to the people, because they don't think that we could actually manage or police ourselves. What do they think? We break out into fucking stupid fucking anarchy and just wreck ourselves? I don't fucking think so. There's enough savvy people in this place to be able to make this fucking thing work. Really, guys, there is. They got enough fucking resources on fucking YouTube of smart people to do sweet fuck all when they could be like, helping save this place, working it out together. Yeah, that would be the best thing to do at this stage in time, I think, because there's something on the horizon, isn't there? Not feel it. It's battery change that we all have to go through, but it's all good because it's part of nature and the cycle of it all. So it's fucking wicked. Best reset ever. Fucking, I'm loving it. I am. So what you think? What are you saying, Dean? Dean in Aloha in Hawaii. It must be like epic. If you've got like all hula girls coming up to you with gallons of flowers rubbing your nose like that, they're really beautiful. Have you got that all day, Dean? Yeah. I would if I was in Hawaii. Stuart Townsend, I'm thinking about buying a farm in South Africa. My mate Dave went down to South Africa. It's good and it's bad. They got like corruption, same as everywhere else, but they have got a nice lifestyle. It is really pretty. You've got beautiful weather. So there is that. And you can go into places that are not like, good or whatever. So yeah, good luck to you, Stuart. Why not? It's well out of the way on the map. If you have a look, it's on the way, right out of the way. It's South Africa. It's on the tip of the African peninsula continent. So yeah, let's get stuck into this. Get all loosey goosey, get relaxed, guys, and see what we can make of all this. Do the hippie shake. Never break out into song on YouTube, Matt. No, fuck it. I will break out into song. Okay. Zippity-doo-dah. Just cause. Lexi D, good to see you. Lady J, Homestead. The disease is in the mind. Listen, everyone's just their fucking own worst fucking enemies as far as I can see. They gripe about it, but they don't do shit about it. So what are we going to do? Well, think for yourself. Don't ask anyone else. What do you think you should do? Think I should maybe do my bit? Okay. Oh, shit. Maybe tell everyone, yeah, do that. Either. Okay, why not? I'm happy. On YouTube and in public and activism and in conventions and in every way possible to reach as many people as I can, because this sense of freedom that you is beautiful. It's all empowering, guys. It's where it's at. I'm telling you, it's where it's at. And it's like it's a struggle because it's like all my programming and stuff, ego and stuff. I'm still like proper perfected by ego. I've noticed. It's like I get offended easy, especially with things like anti-flat Earth. Still get a bit nutty about that. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. And then I trigger an assassinate Professor Dave fantasy in my Brian. It's like, yeah, don't do that, man. That's bad. That's not good. What's that? DNDPS. So yeah, well, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the best of what we got, which is the now, which is all we ever got. Burrada, Aberdare, back in. We've got James Jenkins, who's in from up the sticks here in Wales, which is awesome. Love Wales people visiting. Curved water. It's good, that, isn't it? Pamela Stupa. Hiya, Pamela Stupa. Gail Anna's Bansa, I think that is what it is, and Darius. I'm not going to attempt your second name. I do apologise. Sylvia Van Bancroft in Spokane, Washington. Get your woolies on. I bet it's cold up there. Fucking howls, bells, and lemon smells. Okay. And if life gives you melons, you've got dyslexia. Dave, good to see you, my bro, Cycle Dave. Hope that didn't hurt your ears. And there's our resident Kung Fu security guard, Bob Sykes. Yeah. It's our truth security. Ace, good to see you, man. Fruit Kiss, okay. Young Lady Patriot, who's in Missouri. Woohoo! Love to Missouri. And Dale Little. And there is Wide Awake in Wales. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, O'Dealy Bean. What? Splendid. What? They don't know. Just make it posh. What? So anyway, let's get stuck into the juice. Check this out, guys. Okay, so I did an investigation. Let me turn that. Although it's very pleasant classical music, don't. See tartaria and starforts on my chair. Oh yeah, gotta keep it. Tartaria. So, are you ready? You ready for this? Okay, check this out, guys. Tell me this isn't fucking nuts. So let me just clear the screen of our Wide Awake Wales. Our resident Ely girl up in the house. And Darius. Ely. Oi! Dallas Fowler's in the house. Okay. And New West Reset. I'm sure you'll enjoy this one. New West Reset. Reset with your also your YouTube and mode of inquiry. Oh, I got a new member. Oh, look at me. Marcel and Plogier became a YouTube channel member. Thank you, Marcel. Merci beaucoup. Oh yeah, mon ami. That wasn't you. Redfoot. Okay, fuck it, in club fuck it. Okay, we're gonna get into it. Excuse my language, not what's that? Fort Worth girl here, love Fort Worth. Thinking about the stockyards only today, Lady Lux, and the awesome time that I had in lovely Fort Worth. No, usage. 500 of you to start. Good. Okay, won't keep you much longer. With the obligatory Kyra in the house too, Paul. What one? West side, keep it flat. I'm Ely boy. I am Paul. Yeah, I know. I'm living over here. I need a passport to get into Kyra. But I've been here like 30 years, so you know, whatever. On and off. So okay. Bit of there's my homies there, guys. Bit of homie banter. Okay. Yeah. Bit of homie stuff going down. Ely stuff, innit? Yeah. Right. The biggest industrial accidents in American history have startling similarities. Now, we're going to look at this one first. Okay, this is the Texas City Fire. Excuse me, in 1947. Okay, so just after the Second World War. Okay, 2 explosions. But what I can't get over is that they're saying that, you know, that there's a tsunami. So just to give you an outline of what we're going to be looking at, it's this. The first explosion, right, happened, and it was in a ship's hull, okay, in the harbour of Texas City. And it's got ammonium nitrate in its holds, which we know is fertilizer. Apparently, it reached an explosive threshold. We've heard this before, haven't we, with that load of fertilizer that exploded in Beirut. We'll have a little look at that later on, see if it's got a similar emblem. Anyway, so the ship was called the Grand Camp. Okay, and it detonated, and the utter destruction flattened 2,000 feet, extreme damage throughout the port, tremendous blast caused a 4.6 meter tsunami. What? Really? And the shockwave leveling nearly 1,000 buildings on land. Among the buildings destroyed, blah, blah, blah. They say killing 145. No, I've got the death tolls on newspapers at the time, and they're saying that the death toll at the Texas City disaster was around 2,000 people and 10,000 injured. But here they said the total casualties on Wiki, which they update like literally daily, is 567. But I got newspapers at the time which completely say no to that. So anyway, this explosion happened, and then there was a secondary explosion. Yeah, it was this high flyer freed up from its moorings, and then it went bashed off into another ship, and then it caught a blaze, and then apparently killed another ton of people. It's just the scale of this disaster. But what gets me the most is this narrative. They're saying, right, that apart from the flying shrapnel and everything from falling buildings and shit, is this anchor here was found 1.6 miles away. Okay, well, I know about ships, guys. I'm ex-merchant navy, and for me to imagine that a explosion, when we got pictures of the ships, and I will show you the intact ships, the two of them, the Halifax ship and the Texas City ship. So this grand champ explodes, and the anchor chain breaks in the explosion, but the ship stays together. Okay, so imagine some combustive burst because of the containment of the hold, and then the anchor chain comes out, it rips off, and this goes a mile, put 1.6 miles away. No, I'm sorry, I'm having real difficulty buying that. But coincidentally, as I will show you, they got the exact same narrative to the Halifax explosion. Also, another French ship detonates, kills a ton of people, kills a ton of property, and they find the anchor miles away. Okay, so far we got the two biggest. We're looking at the first of two of the biggest industrial accidents in American history. Both are the biggest explosions outside of the apparent nuke in history, and both shot an anchor miles away. And there's not only that, they both had this really high 4.5 meters tsunami. How is that even possible? I can get that the blast would cause a tsunami, but I'm afraid when you dig a bit further and you do a comparison, it doesn't seem to be the case at all for other places. There is footage. I can link this up of this Texas City fire. I find it stunning, and they got people to go in planes. It literally says in the narrative that this refinery explodes and takes out two planes, killing the people in the planes. I can show you a little tiny bit of it. It literally looks like a nuclear bomb goes off if they were a thing. There's in this film, I can't show you it all because I think they might copyright me, but I can just show you a few seconds. There are so many scenes of horror. It is, this is in Texas, for fuck's sake, and there's people just running around saving other people's lives real time in this video. I've never seen anything like it. I can't believe I've ever missed anything like this as well. It's just wow. So this refinery goes up. I can't believe, how does that refinery cause a fucking tsunami? Pray tell. I just can't get my head around it. Okay. I think it's going to stream. Anyway, so if you just see the small images down the bottom, there's scenes in here where it is just real-time apocalypse. People trying to save everyone else, and a lot of high-scale devastation going on. But it still doesn't fit with the narrative of what they're saying of a tsunami. 4.5 meters high, this anchor chain 1.6 miles away. Anyway, so I'll link that up following this video so you can watch this video yourself. I don't, because it belongs to Universal International, so they'll fucking have me for that. So let's have a look at this. There's the ship, it's still intact, and as you will see soon enough, just like the one in Halifax. And that is supposed to have caused a tsunami. I can't imagine an explosion causing anything like that. And the buildings next to it, if you've noticed, are actually still intact. It's like, I don't know if I can get my head around that actually. Buildings next to it. Okay, I'm just checking my channel was there. It just seems a bit like erratic. It seems like, why is this pipe here if the anchor chain got burst out and then shot a mile 6 away? It just, I don't know. And this is the sort of devastation it caused in the refinery. Like I said, until until this time in 1947, they said it was the biggest and the loudest explosion in history. And they said that the debris from this disaster year fell in the Midwest because it was that devastating. The shockwave was felt in all the 7 states from this blast that looks like that from afar. And there's some sort of idea of what happened where I just can't get my head around any of it. It's just apocalyptic. This is like America, guys. And it's just like, okay, that looks like an oil refinery. How does it splatter buildings? Well, it exploded and caused a shockwave. And the shockwave went out this way, kicked up the water, hit the other side of the bay, and it come back in a near 5-meter high wave. Is see, I'm trying to fit the 2 events together. I just can't imagine that this explosion would cause a 5-meter high tsunami, and I'll show you why. So car parks, just incinerated cars, and the Red Cross and the rescue people, where all the buildings are completely disintegrated, as you can see there. And there's the ship. So the ship's still intact. So the explosion, what, did it come out of the side? Or did it come out of the holes? Because the hole's still intact. Imagine this is full of, you know, fertilizer. And it's not even that big a ship. It's actually 2,000 tons of fertilizer, ammonium nitrate, which when heated, it turns into an explosive, TNT, isn't it? So the anchor come off of that. And the rest of the ship is intact. Oh, all right, what the fuck ever. I don't know. And there it is. 1.6 miles away. Yeah, whatever. Again, there they found it there, all that way away. You got photographs just to prove it. Photographs. I thought this was a really well covered disaster, actually. And there is that snow, because I don't think they really have snow in. No, that's a Halifax picture, actually. Excuse me. And there's the Halifax ship, which I'm going to get into in a little minute. I'm just getting ahead of myself. Texas City is gone in that 1947 image. Now, if we roll up to 2020, they had exactly the same circumstances happen, only on a larger scale, believe it or not, in Beirut. So they say that it was deliberate. To be honest with you, I see some fuckery in this little bit of footage, like some sort of rocket or something going in, a spark. I'll show you now in a minute. But anyway, so they try to blame Hezbollah and all this big wank bollocks, whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, so this is a warehouse on the coast of Beirut here in Lebanon. And it's got hot, apparently, although they're saying it was deliberate, like I'm saying the others, or suggesting the others. But this didn't have, even though it's next to the water, a subsequent tsunami. So there were 2,750 tons, okay, of fertilizer in that warehouse you see there in the picture. Is the equivalent of 1.1 kilotons of TNT. Yet there was no tsunami. Okay, stop there. Now, if you look here, right, what I've noticed is there's a silver line that comes in from this direction here. But regardless, you know, this thing was supposed to be the equivalent of a small nuclear bomb, if they were a thing. Boom. So that is supposed to be the same thing that happened in Texas City, only no tsunami. I'm guessing no anchors involved with that one. But it just shows you that, it's a larger amount of fertilizer. It's almost 700 tons more. It's right next to the water, but they don't get the same MO with them. So the second, or the other biggest event prior to that, was this one, the Halifax explosion, the largest man-made explosion till that time. where actually they say it was the Texas City disaster and then the Trinity tests later, which are also equivalents of, say, 1.1 kilotons, 125,000 tons of TNT, which is what they were actually exploding in the Trinity tests, and not fucking imploding atoms into another realm to do the E equals MC square big wank of nuclear bombs. Prove the implosion technique to me and I will shut up and say they're real. Anyway, Halifax explosion was just apocalyptic, guys. It was killed so many. Again, a French ship, the SS Mont Blanc. So another coincidence. They're both French ships. They both have flying anchors. They both cause a subsequent large tsunami, although the one that went off in Beirut didn't cause a tsunami, even though it was next to the water. Anyway, they do suggest fuckery with World War II, etc. But what they got is a ship and it gets rammed by another ship. Well, again, I'm finding that difficult to believe, especially in maritime laws and rules. It does happen, but I'm thinking that it's for a ship to get rammed with high explosives. Listen, with high explosives, there are strict protocols in Navy, merchant Navy. Any hazardous materials, guys, they got special places for them. They got security. I'm telling you, it's fucking madness around anything like that. For a ship to just go waltzing into the fucking, the Mont Blanc, exploding it, killing at least 1,782 people. Oh, but the newspapers of the time, they cite as more like 3,000 to 5,000 people killed after the blast. Debris fires, collapsed buildings, estimated 9,000 injured. Okay, and as I said, it was the largest. It was roughly the equivalent of 2.9 kilotons of TNT. That is really, really, really big, guys. Really big. So there is a narrative behind the Mont Blanc, but it's just nearly all structures within an 800-meter wide radius, like the narrative of the bridge at Hiroshima, or the last narrative that we just read. There seems to be this circle radius for maximum destruction, including the community of Richmond, were obliterated. Obliterated means there was nothing left, guys. A pressure wave snapped trees, bent iron railings, demolished buildings, grounded vessels. The IMO, which was washed ashore after the ensuing tsunami. A tsunami created by the blast wiped out the community of blah blah. So even just communities just wiped out with the blast that is caused by this apocalyptic explosion. Again, the narrative for the flying fucking anchor. In this case, for the Mont Blanc, it was found almost 5 miles away. The explosion was heard in multiple states, and the debris from the fires in Nova Scotia fell as far as the Midwest in America. It was that big. The blast was heard all over the states, the upper states of America, apparently. So yeah, there's a lot of fuckery. If you go into the, blizzards cut off Halifax. So yeah, the snow landed after and a load more died, but 20,000 survivors apparently just left on the streets in, it's coldest weather, and the city is gone. It's a pretty apocalyptic story, but like I said, the similarities are just unbelievable with the Texas explosion. So let me just show you how bad this really was. But first, we'll have a look at Halifax in a little magazine, a booklet here. Publication date 1800. Right, well, I don't know if that is even possible. You see that? How can that be possible? I don't know what they're saying, because photographs are not supposed to actually be around, are they, in that period? So anyway, Halifax is like we're going to notice, or draw your attention to them now, right? They're going to be very similar to what we see in New Zealand and Brisbane. It's the same architecture the world over. Is these You know, the town halls or the courthouse are these big Tartarian type buildings. You're going to see these everywhere, and they have a bit of a gothic-y feel to them. See these mud flooders, look, custom house, same everywhere in Christendom, the same type of architecture. They had a giant clock tower here, which seems to have survived the blast and the fire. So I'm not sure when these are actually taken, guys, because as I said, they are very rough to present these in an actual booklet when they are this scruffy. So yeah, this is the entrance to the citadel. It's a large star fort on top of the hill over Halifax. I'll show you images in a minute. It was there then, and it's there now. It never got destroyed at all. But see this street, Hollis Street, you'll see that exactly the same in everywhere from Baltimore to Wellington in New Zealand. It won't even matter. It's going to be the same streets, and sometimes the same names, weirdly. So yeah, like a load of Phoenician stuff here going on. So yeah, it's a beautiful city. It's advanced. It's quite far north. So I'm guessing they're only building in the summer months. But look at this. You know, the old Italian railway station type thing. It is the station. And very large, big buildings and Anglican churches. Okay, so you get the idea for what Halifax was like prior to the event. Excuse me. Need to exit. Excuse me. Exit. Full screen. Let me just show you. I'll link this booklet up. You can examine it yourself. So yeah, pretty apocalyptic site with this. So yeah, the blast did that. You can see a chest there, sewing machine, some belongings. But these look really well turned out, and they got like witches' hats on. Is this, you know, a traditional costume in Nova Scotia? I do not know. They look a bit Welsh. But they're really well presented, aren't they? With their beautiful furs and ermine, and she's got hand muffins. Where did you find them? In your house that is blown to smithereens? How are you so well turned out? How is this even possible? In the refugee camp, I'm guessing that they had really good, they laid on some really good tents, yeah? With some really good quality clothing. Or did you just turn up to a destroyed city to replace the population? So the Tacoma Times reported hundreds died there in a terrible explosion of you. So yeah, they naturally blamed the Germans, but it was a French ship. I don't think, you know, the Vichy French regime existed in 1917. I think they were having a pretty bad time fighting the Germans themselves in the Battle of fucking Verdun or whatever. Was that in 1917? Yeah. Ruins. Looks like a bit of a tsunami came through here, maybe, but everything is just obliterated, like their town hall. So look at the star fort. It's pretty funky, isn't it? It's got a lot of buildings inside. So that survived, no problem. That probably just, the blast just probably pinged off of that shape. And there's the Halifax Garrison town clock in 1895. I think that survived the fire as well. So there it is from the coast where the ship was. Everything looks like a bit like Nagasaki and a bit disintegrated. Yes, a bit like Nagasaki. It's more like Nagasaki than anything else. So yeah. Accidents don't seem to be accidents, not when they got repeated MOs for other identical accidents. It's almost like it's a script. Although they're years apart, 1947, they're both, wartime atmosphere, although 1947 was not World War II, but the Korean War was kicking off. So that looks like a nuclear mushroom cloud, doesn't it? Maybe it's like they're using thermobaric bombs. They're just saying it's a ship. I'll show you the ship. No, I'm not fucking buying it. Oh, the train's going through. Poor city, though. It's not actually there anymore, is it? I wonder if they actually paid them and then the cold came, because as I said, it's pretty far enough, isn't it? Oh, shit. That is a pretty apocalyptic scene. So city's destroyed, an armament and ships blown into smithereens. Although the anchor's found 5 fucking miles away. And then there's a tsunami that comes in, floods everything, and then the city's completely gone. And then the snow comes, like the end of the world for these people. Anyway, at the time they're reporting, okay, Halifax death toll to be 2 to 5,000 people. Not what they're saying in fucking Wikipedia. They need to do some research. This is the devastation in Beirut. It looks very similar to what we're seeing there, but this is fertilizer, obviously, still explosives. No tsunami. No tsunami going there. This is quite sinister. Again, information wanted. The Halifax Blind Relief Committee is making a careful record of all accidents to eyesight due to the recent explosion. What? What are they saying, guys? A load of people were blinded by the flash of light. What, like what they say with nuclear bombs? Persons have lost one or both eyes, or whose sight has been in any way impaired, are requested to send their names and addresses with particulars to Sir Frederick Wallace. So a large number of people got blinded. We're talking about some weaponry, guys, surely. Halifax Holocaust. Death toll rolls over 2,000. Flames over 2.5 square miles. There's the Starfort today, looking pretty dazzling. Downtown Halifax, which is all built back up. There it is. So we can just make that a little bit bigger. In excuse me, there's the Starfort in the modern day, and it's downtown area, a few high rises, and there it is. Was just a beautiful Tartarian city. You got all them massive, beautiful buildings, and they got completely obliterated, along with other communities. Notice this as well. See the clock tower for the garrison. Oh, I've never seen it. It was kids there. These are, I think, all cannon for gateposts. And they are saying this as well, apart from the cannon, this. So Mont Blanc was an armaments cargo ship. Why did it have cannons? This gun of the munition ship Mont Blanc was blown from the Harrows of Halifax Harbour, or the Narrows, excuse me, of Halifax Harbour, and landed here at this lake. The Great Explosion of December 6, 1917. It didn't actually say how many miles away, but I'm guessing it was a few miles. Blew the cannon that apparently a cargo ship had. I'm guessing if they said carrying armaments, that might be the case. Difficult to say. Anyway, I'm going to come back and I'm going to conclude for a second of what I've made of all that. 700 you watching. Hi guys, welcome. I think I'm live on Facebook too. Not on the Tartaria channel this week because I want to keep an eye on things. Okay. So who's that? CA. Oh, thanks for showing a terrible event. Appreciate it from Canada. Much love, Canada. I got family in Canada. I got cousins in the Ottawa area. They're also my godparents, if that is even a thing. So what year was Tunguska? It was 1909, I think, but didn't actually get reported on until like years later. It's another one of those things that like is after the event. So like, did you hear about that blast? And this place is so fucking remote. They always are the most remotest places on earth. Do I think something happened? Well, I can't verify any of that shit myself, but yeah, I think there was a blast in Siberia. What it was, I got 2 books, which will tell you everything from antimatter blasts, gamma ray blasts, to aliens, to everything in the fucking world in these books that I got concerning the Tunguska event down there in my book collection. I have talked about this many times in the past. So, Kurnow, Pasty, good to see you. Shack exploded in Cornwall in 1956. No joke, Google it. No, they probably had like explosive shacks, didn't they? Explosive rats. We've all seen Guns and Navarone. Oh, that's super kind of you. Kathleen Muschetti. Thank you. So, do the hippie hippie shake. And Ian Briggs. Did Martin show one Adam or I don't know elsewhere? I show a lot of stuff. There's Tony in the outside, mate. What's happening? And Vibesage. Okay. I'm catching that a bit later on in the conversation, Ian. So, to conclude the first part of this post, what we got is 2 deadliest and biggest industrial accidents in American history. A few years apart. Both, okay, had the loudest recorded explosions in history outside of the apparent nuclear bomb. Both. Texas City's disaster 1947. Both had a subsequent tsunami. Both were French vessels. Both jettisoned their anchor miles away, and the other one also a cannon. Both, as I said, had a massive tsunami, which is a bit weird in itself. So that's a lot of similarities going on there, isn't it? And it doesn't really fit the old MO for what we witnessed for the Beirut explosion, which was fertilizer and more, nearly 3,000 ton of it. The tsunami. I think fuckery's a fuck, guys. I really do. So, okay, I'm still there. Good, awesome. So, Gayleen Fortner. Yeah, I made it just in time. Yeah, you surely did. New West reset. What are you saying? America and Canadian history. Yes, my favourite. I was always big on American history. I had a thing about the American Civil War. Still do, really. Been to American Civil War places and been with American Civil War cannonry, the American Civil War battles, and really, really did love that. Very much indeed. I've done a lot of that on battlefields. It's my sort of thing. I'm not a good singer, Dallas Fowler. I'd like to be a good singer. I probably would if I had made an effort. Yeah. But I go all out of tune when I try to do, like, you know, I'd love to be able to sing That's Like Frank Sinatra. I fucking love that song. It's so inspirational. I want to cry every time I fucking hear it. Yeah. It's about getting off your ass and being resilient, getting back up again and fighting the fight. Don't give up. That's what that song's about. Very inspiring. Especially when you feel like shit and you want to not feel like shit. Put that record on, you're like, fuck yeah, I remember how awesome I am. Fucking wankers. And then you wake up to the fact that that is the whole situation all of the time. Yeah, they're just wankers. What can we say? So, ooh, that's nice. A little tinkle on the ivories. Do you? Calls? No, I'm not taking calls, Manny. I don't like taking calls. Sort of like the last time we took calls, nobody was like actually asking me questions. They were just telling me how much they love me and stuff, which is all very nice, but it's like, it's embarrassing and that. I fucking love you, bro. No, thanks, love too. No question. So I don't bother. Nuclear. I don't think nuclear's a thing, but you know, I was never there. It's just, again, it's just bullshit on the mainstream wank, isn't it? About wank. They're in loads of Hollywood movies. So what does that tell you? Cheryl Certain. Love the background music you're using. Yeah, we're very classy. We like classical. Yeah, yeah. We like classical music. It wouldn't be the same, you know. You'd be like, Martin's been replaced if I had Megadeth on in the background. You'd be like, yeah, that's not mine. No, it's not. That's right. No, not damn fans. I love fans. It's just, it was a bit weird early on, maybe back in 2016. Yeah, I was like, oh, this is weird. Because, like, it's just like an ordinary bloke. But that's not how they see it. And then all the things that happened since, there's just people are like, I don't know, it's just weird. Fax D'Angelo. Yes, bro. Because you know, because you're fucking Britsky, innit? Yeah? Fucking lethal, bro, lethal. So yeah, it's really fucking got the shit in handbag, the whole realm. And then anyway, we can just go and invade, take over, go to a nice green place with warm beaches that they haven't told us about. Club Tropicana. Okay. I'm not teasing, I don't tease. Symphony of Destruction, I love that. I think, can I use that on a future vlog title? He's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy. Yeah, I did go through my memes and stuff, and I had really one that I don't think would have gone down well, the Jesus meme. So I literally, out of respect, okay, do you see the little angel thing on top of my head there? Out of respect, I removed it. See, that's how I roll these days. Yeah, I'm like, that was pretty extreme. I don't want to tell you the context, but it's about spunk. It was bad. Probably should have showed it now because I've spoken about it. Megadeth Symphony of Destruction. The Eve of Destruction. There's Laurie, Curious Squirrel in the Squirrel Gang, and we got Pamela again. What was the other woohoo Pamela? Okay. So yeah. We're getting down and we're getting funky. Yeah. We're showing grumpy old YouTube what it's all about, innit? It's like they roll all right over on that flat with British. None of them moan. They all have a great time and keep the juice flowing. What you do? I am feeling decidedly juicy. Luckily. So, right, I'm going to drink something. Bull Spunk. I don't have it. I only have it on a flat day night because I've been proper tired. All this cold weather and all this like central fucking eating. You don't know about central eating in warm countries. We have these things on our wall, the heater. Nice to sit against. Makes you sleepy. So, Bull Spunk gives you big. I heard him, it gives you big nipples. But nobody wants mammalians because that would be really bad. So, yeah, not president. We'll rename it. I want it to be like Minister of Love and Pop Production. That would be fair. But overall, you know, I got a say in it all because, you know, I wouldn't go all weird and regime-y and have everyone killed straight away, guys. You know, give me a break. So what happened, Matt? It started out so beautiful. Now everyone's got suits on with like armbands and imagine. No, that's not bad. This is another thing as well, isn't it? For like relationships. So not me, I'm on about somebody else. It's like I'm a lonely truther. Yeah. Every time I talk about like, you know, what happened in the last 2 years or what have you, I get frowned upon by everyone in my community. They're really square, boring, they don't do anything. So you think to yourself, well, I'm going to meet somebody. I'm going to go out to that bit of a razzle-dazzle nightclub on the corner, see if I can find a bit of fluff for the weekend. Or if you're a woman, maybe not that, the male equivalent. And then you get her home, right, if you're lucky, yeah. I was like, oh, fucking hell. And you take a bra off, yeah. It's like, fuck in hell, yeah. And massive. I mean, really, really, really beautiful breasts. Okay, you're envisioning this, and then you notice that she's got a mark on her shoulder right here. Sorry, love, what's that on your shoulder? Oh, I was really ill in here. I had fucking Rona. I had the jab. We're like, okay, well, here's your handbag. I think it's time for you to go. I thought it was a good sketch. AI, take that, give it away. Make a sketch along with my World War One belly dancing sketch. Did I tell you that one? No, it's a bit dirty, but you'll enjoy it. I'll tell you again later. So on with the cases. 678 of you waited. See how long my arms went there? Fucking hell, that's really weird. Ooh. I got really long arms, guys. Scary, isn't it? Right, so some more. What? I slurp, I fart. Listen, let me tell you now, right? Even the most beautiful women in the world. I mean, you can't even look her up because she's that beautiful. Yeah, they found. And they shit as well. I know, poo and pee. Everyone poos and pees, apparently. Well, you probably knew that. I'm just saying, it's weird, isn't it? You've got to start your day with that as well. It's like, oh, yes. Oh, it's lovely. It's what a wonderful day. Oh, I can't go and have shit. First thing you got to do of the day, okay, is get your poo spliff. And then you got it like, I get clear my mind. And I'm just like, well, fucking hell, what's going to happen next? Usually. And then you've got to interact with all that shit. It just doesn't make no sense to me. Thank you, Ben Mosley. That's very kind. Anyway, forget everything I just said. I'm flashy thinging you. In the last 5 minutes. I don't even know why I was thinking that. Merci beaucoup, martinliedtke membership. Gifted 5 martinliedtkes. I don't know. They sound fucking awesome, no? Sound positive. Ooh. Wide awake ghosts. Seen a really good Twilight Zone last night. And there's this old lady and she was having telephone calls. And what had happened is the telephone wire had come undone during a thunderstorm and landed on a tombstone. And it was a dead husband and he was communicating through the telephone wire. I was like, oh, that's good. I wonder who thought that up. That was really good. It's that Roy, isn't he? He thinks that really good shit. I'm always writing scripts in my Brian, see? I can appreciate good script writing. Don't worry. That's not even important. Be a guy. What's happening? What's happening? Shaky leg poo. Oh, they're the worst. Just to be a guy, shaky leg poo. The worst. As long as you have a clean cut. That's what counts, isn't it? Yeah. You don't want to be pissing around for ages, getting all that off. Oh, fucking hell. Back in the shower. Anyway, Phoenix, good to see you. Stop this. Anyway, later on, I've got a quiz for you. Okay, I got some memes, some questions, and we're going to all play. Okay, 700 or 657, we're all going to play a game later on. Okay, next, we're going to look at some more mind-blowing stuff. Now, I dug these up, and like I said, these are of Chicago. It won't be all apocalyptic in this much. And I haven't seen these ones. I've got probably a couple of thousand, I'm guessing. What the fuck is this hijacking my channel Microsoft bollocks they keep doing, guys? Fuck off with that. Every day, they literally hijack what page. Hijacking my pages and shit. I don't want fucking Microsoft. Fuck off with you. Fuck off, you must. So this is Chicago. And as you know, they had the great conflagration that incinerated a large part of the city, although it just shits back out a new city in no time at all, and then a great exposition, and that gets also on fire and disintegrates. But they had a massive city there, especially for what I find fascinating is the unbelievable amount of photographs for 1871 for this event. In fact, a lot of events in American city fires seem to be well recorded in the photographic journal. There's something wrong with all of this, though, and I'll tell you why. Okay, 1871, and you can see ghosting because of process of a minute or so to wait for the photograph to take, and people moving around show up, ghosting. So we know about the exposure problem, although there are some photographs earlier on glass plate lithographs, and they show clearer moving images with no ghosting. So it's like the technology went downhill. But this is a nice sort of HD-ish shot from an upper window. And here's the panoramic of the devastation of Chicago. So there's no one around in this picture here. The streets here seem to be properly empty. I can't see any ghosts. I can't really see any refugee camps either. All I see is just buildings half there, half not. And you've got to appreciate the size of the city as well, guys. Is, you know, it's like second biggest city in America, isn't it? So, look at that beautiful building there. I wonder when they built all of these. I know this, you know, if you see a lot of these buildings and they'll say, oh, 1870, 1880s on the top of them. But this one was there in like 1871. So when the fuck was it really built? And it's that same feel. Well, that looks very Greco-Romano, doesn't it? What is this here? It's 1871. So is that a camera? It got a lot of photographic people in to cover this, didn't they? But this looks a bit of, excuse me, I don't know where the rest of the building is, but that looks like Greco-Romano. Arches, yes, there's only a few people around here. Still some big masonry buildings. And that is just a scene of like a horror film. Like some of them Hollywood films that you see. After Armageddon, you know, Illinois Central Land Office. And the walls leaning out, you know. All of this is supposed to have started when Mrs. fucking Miggins' cow's ass hits over the oil lamp and the hay went, and then the whole city went up. So because of the Mrs. Mary, whatever her name was, this moo cow, this wall leans out like it's got hit by a blast. I can understand that this building was full of heat from a fire, but what makes the wall go like that? So all of this cindery stuff as well, I guess. Was that a house before? Probably. So why aren't the trees on fire? Why aren't the trees gone? All around the church. This building's all incinerated. This telegraph pole. Fuck all going on. Maybe they just treat them with fire retardant. So I thought this was an irony. Globe Theatre opening times. So that died on its ass like their globe model, didn't it? Look at the buckling of that wrought iron. That's some heat to do that. To make that buckle over like that. Globe Theatre. It's got amazing big stonage inside, but this must have been capped over with other stone. I've seen exactly the same sort of thing in Paris. Exactly the same, yeah. Communards and the Franco-Prussian War, the destruction of Paris. Paris looks just like this, and it's exactly the same year. How can that be? How can it be all American cities are looking like this in the 1800s, guys, in the early 1900s, and all sorts of another anomalous disasters, big, huge disasters. If they haven't in the modern day, they'd just be biblical, guys. Look at the size of that building. Chicago Tribune. That was the newspaper then, yeah. Gonage. So not too bad in this area. Everything was cushy. No people around, but they never had a fire here. Just one horse and cart. Has it got measles, that church? It looks spotty. Don't know. It's a Presbyterian church. Presbyterian. Have you seen my son? No, he's a gay man. Oh, is that so, Molly? Yes, he's gay. I'm not gay, mother. Yes, you are. Tell them you're gay. They'll like you. I'm not gay, Mom. Tell them you're fucking gay. So, you'll never get into Hollywood. I was going to have you on Britain's Got Talent. Tell them you're gay on Britain's Got Talent. You'll fucking win it. Yeah? Wear the dress. Get away with murder. Look at the size of that frontage. It's mud flooded. Poundage. I don't think that's a word. Mud flooded. looking. So destruction is a type of creativity, isn't it, as well? It's not by the river. It's creating destruction. So again, it's the old fucking let's fall. Everything decides to just fall in a pile of bricks together. So unanimous decision by all the devastation. Check out that old world. Yeah, Chicago's a definite old world fucking city. Look at that. That's below ground level down there, that wall. See? Basement. You never know what you're going to see if you look closer. Sometimes I've seen things done this, guys, and so I've seen some things that just took my breath. It's like, what the fuck? You could catch all sorts of fuckery with photographs. So I'm quite satisfied. Insurance. I'd love to be able to see what the rest of that says. So they just stuck them up like just after the event. Sort of. Are you insured? I don't. Anyone got any insurance money for that? Size of the stonework, anyway. Jesus. All right, that took a bit of a munching. That tree there, pole. But all of them are all gone. The skies are motley. None of this is always after the occasion. Look at this with the phoenix. Or a certain irony, isn't it? The city gets, devastated, rises from the ashes, resurgi, and just like over Cardiff Central Market, we got exactly the same phoenix, looking exactly the same overhead. Beautiful building, and it survived. Well, the outside did. Beautiful jam sure, buttress, really amazing building that would have been, whatever it was. A lot of shit outside, and these look mud flooded. First story doors up here, but the trees are fantastic. The buildings are gutted again. So what are we looking at? What's Martin suggesting? I'm suggesting these are deliberate, no accidents at all. Replacement of population maybe, and just covering her up in the historical record. This also fudged around this time and is overlapping, what looks like overlapping timelines. We don't even know what to think, guys. Parallel dimensions, fucking Halifax. There's so many things that are fucking our heads up and makes no sense, especially with these cities, destroyed and then shitting back out of nowhere, and then they're there all over again. And then when you look at the older pictures back, you're looking at the old world when they tell you America's the new world. Yeah, fucking Corinthian tops on fucking beautiful facade of a large building that is no longer there. Oh, excuse me. So there's a couple of photos in here that are highly suspicious. So I trust all these at the moment. None of these I think are AI. So the fire ripped through this street, missed that tree, and it gutted that entire church, and then it jumped onto the next church. How did the fire get in there? How did it jump to there when the tree's not even harmed? And somebody chucked a Molotov cocktail through the door. Right, there's no adjacent buildings. This is a detached church. How did the fire get to it? Same with that one. Trees intact. Everything looks cushy around. Yeah, it's completely gutted. It's not even blackened, is it? Why isn't it blackened, this fire? It's so fucking fishy, guys. It's hard to even imagine. Really fishy. Look at it. Fucking Nagasaki fucking nightmare. America. Imagine that shit going down now. Fucking hell. That'd be an old change paradigm for everyone, wouldn't it? And fucking American City went up like this in one day. Fucking hell. So, I don't know what to make of these images that are going to come up shortly. So another gutted church. I don't know them things. I don't know how this fire is spreading. They say it's a firestorm, which is like usually hurricane strength winds, jump from building to building, roof to roof. I don't know. how it misses everything that's organic, like trees. I'll never know. The buildings look like they're blast damaged. Look at the size of this thing. And how come, like, flyers are so prevalent back then, and they're not now? Why does it look like the front of all right, the heat popped off the plaster off the stone today? Because it looks like something's just fucking hit it, guys. Like some incredible blast, which is sand blasted it, the dirt off. What I'm trying to say is I don't think this is the heat from inside popping off the exterior of these stones. I think this is something coming from this at it. That's what I think. There's a little goblin there, can you see it? Open the door. The only thing to survive it. That looks like an old world building, and it's mudflood did. The size of that fucking thing. Again, looks mud flooded, lower basement windows. These bricklets, they does me in, they just drives me nuts. How buildings can fall into bricks. I'd love to be able to blow up a building just as an experiment and see if it lands in little bricks. Burn it down, see if it lands in little bricks. Bet you any fucking money it don't. That's interesting. Steel wrapped around that. Well, that could be. I'm supposed to have electric in 1870. It's in the church. I don't know. Okay, let's move on. So devastation. They had some sort of rescue plan. There's some sort of panic going on in these pictures in a moment. There's a few more pictures show you exposure problems. I'm going to build windows down there. Some windows intact, not intact at the bottom. So what? Fire didn't go above. And it stays on the bottom floor when heat rises. I'll keep my eye out for that. The size of them buildings. Look outside. Just fire? Really? Done that outside? Really? Fire? I'm not buying it. Look at this. The innocent cause. And there's the cow there. And there's apparently the origin that they're blaming. They have the same narrative for the similar narrative for the Great Fire of London, Pudding Lane, starting a butcher's shop, similar bullshit, and then the whole city goes up. No, this is the proof you got. Is an old engraving that shit went down. It's just hay, horses, old lady, massive Tartarian advanced civilizations not ringing true to me, guys. I'm very sorry. There's something clearly else going on. Look at that. How was these buildings so big in 1871? When were they building them? It's crazy. Look at that thing there, guys. It's a water tower or something. Seen similar, in Philadelphia and in other cities as well. I think it is some sort of water tower. But it looks like an old world building, and it's a repurposed one. Looks a bit like the Taj Mahal at the bottom. Again, with a phoenix, isn't it? Maybe the old, the entrance to the bank looks like a phoenix. I don't know. Okay, this is bubbled, this wall here. Bricks, mudflood cellars. Let me whip through because there's something I want to get to. And there's a lot of this sort of debris. If you were a scrap dealer, you'd have smashed it in Chicago. In Chicago. What you doing, mister? Nowhere to live, is there? It's all fucking gone. Somebody's going to come and grab all that land. One thing it does is you can want to build it all back up again, haven't you? Bring in the wood, bring in the materials, jobs for the boys. We're going to build us a new Chicago. And he's looking at the paperwork of what he's going to build there. They did a good job of clearing the city. Shame so many people had to die. And changed so many beautiful buildings, but they're old. And we got a new world planned. A new world order, which is the old world order. They're probably all working together anyway. Like I give a flying fuck about any of it anyway anymore. Just don't. thinking about us, channeling our energies not into negative bullshit, mainstream fucking ideals like wars. Fucking wow. I'm sure people are suffering in this place, guys, but not in the immediate vicinity right now. So let's just be, realistic, reasonable. Think of ourselves. What is that? It's a bell, and it's embedded in the mud. It's a bloody big bell, isn't it? It's quite a bit of raw time going on around there. If you spot anything in these photos, oh, look at the scale of devastation. I hope that greenhouse was all right, though. Okay, hang on. It's that greenhouse. That would be... It's a hut, though, isn't it? I thought it was a greenhouse. Funny how the trees are all fantastic and the buildings are completely gone, isn't it, guys? So it looks like they're always inspecting in these pictures. That's a beautiful thing. But look outside. So what? There were buildings there, and now what? Where are they? Did they come in with bulldozers and clear them? What I'm trying to say is, how come the fire makes a building just look like that? Where's the building? And that thing, fuck all, nothing. I got away with it. So yeah, the moving pictures. Okay, so you can see the exposure problem with people ghosting, but they're picking up. There seems to be a child maybe standing up here in the back of this, but they're picking up a cat, a horse and cat in motion. So there's a lot of people maybe looking through the rubble, maybe for survivors. I don't know, but these men turn up on Boston. I could show you Boston. I could show you San Francisco with the old. I don't think he's a actual patron of this city. He looks like he's just turned up. He's in immaculate clothing. He's doing a Freemasonic sign, and you got the guy with a really tall top hat, which will tell you he's the boss. He's boss man. Taller the hat, taller the boss man. Yeah, that was a beautiful big building, wasn't it? When they built that, and the Chicago Tribune, they did have a phoenix over it. It's got blasted off. Look at the size of the door entrances. This world for giants. They got rid of. See, this strikes me, this building here, as being just the top of a building for some reason. Okay, let's move on. Wow. Wow. Something's exploding there. Hang on. What the fuck am I looking at? Okay, hang on. Stop. That backdrop looks fucking fake as shit here. It looks penciled in. And this is supposed to be fired out, isn't it? This is not a photograph, is it? Because there's wood here, and wood would burn, wouldn't it? And yeah, this is an engraving. Yeah, something's exploding there, and something's exploding there. This is not a photograph; it's an engraving. Okay, whew. But still, wow. These, what are they? Are they to do with the railway? Are they railway wheels? Possibly. They look like, something to do with electric to me. But it's 1871, so right. Is that an engraving or a photograph? I don't know, but it seems to be the fire happening at that moment and explosions. The wood is in the air. So is this like a literal action shot? But look at this. Just the best quality architecture. I wonder where that door goes there. Underground, maybe. So I wonder where the population were. Okay, this side of the street didn't take it very well. I don't know what kind of fire puts a hole in your roof. No expert on the fire. So what you see in this photograph is this. You see 100,000 people, tens of thousands of people, all on this thoroughfare here. Are these horses for real? Are these people all for real, or have they been put in? I don't know what to think. It looks like a photograph. It doesn't look like a photograph. There's action shots happening. Old church. Okay. Chicago is seen. Oh, excuse me. Fucking hell. Let's have a little glimpse of that. Oh, it's a bit blurred. The Great Configuration. I think what I mean by that is the great fucking up. So what about this? This looks like a photograph, doesn't it? Is it a photograph? Or are they using some other tech that, like, you know, makes it look like a photograph? It's not lithograph. It can't be. So you see this building's got little bits of smoke coming out there. Is that possible? Okay, so what you do see is this. Thousands of people coming down this thoroughfare. Is this an artist's impression? Panic on the bridge. There's even a guy, a kid here. You can see his face clearly. Could AI do that? And there's horses and children falling and some commotion. I don't know what the barge is stuck under the bridge for. But even over by here, there's a dog running with a couple of boys. It's an action shot. What is this photo of the actual event and all of these people being added? I can't get my head around it. And even if you engrave that, how the fuck are you going to manage to engrave all them individual beings? That's a woman there, look. You can see the girl's face here. This is a photograph. Can you see her face clearly? And see his face clearly. What is that there, all white with the hood up? Looks like it's got a bat. Somebody's being carried out here. Is that what's happening? Well, anyway, if it is an artist's impression, it's a fucking good one, guys, and it's really spooky. If that's a real photo, I've never seen anything like it. It looks like a real photo. Just can't believe I haven't saw anything like that before, but wow, that's just mind-blowing. See all of that panic, and God knows what's really happening there. Anyway, we're moving on. Now, enough of Chicago. We're going to look at Oz, the Wizards of Oz. We're talking about Australia for years now, but our brother Campbell and lovely Kelly, we love Kelly, they took up the reins with Tartaria Australia, which is the name of Kelly's channel, is Tartaria Australia. But I just love to talk about it, and I haven't seen any of these for, you know, any of these actually, except that one. So, just so I can remember, New Zealand, 1870 to 1930. Okay, so what we got to try and get around our heads around is all of this advanced civilization, this world, okay, shit out of nowhere. In the early 1800s, so they've landed in late 1700s. What you do not witness is a progression in architecture. What flavour is this, for example? I'm really confused about this building. You know, is this typical of just Australia? It's got Phoenician additives, but this roof is amazing. But the obvious thing with this photograph is the mud. Right up next to it is, did they just like dig the mud away from the sides of the building and then build the building next to all the mud? Well, no, they didn't do that, did they? Because it's all there, and they put a staircase onto it. So it's rock, isn't it? It's rock and mud. So that had to be there. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? But that is a stunning building. So yeah. Oh wow! There you can see the rest of it. There's a staircase goes up to a street up there. So they just slotted that building in beside the rock. puts it all away. I don't know. So yeah, it's very nice tiered buildings. Looks a little bit like Pally. So all of this really, really remote island. I talked to people who have been to New Zealand and visited it, and they said that they were struck by its remote feeling, like you're so far away from the rest of the world. Other things on the move as well, I think, New Zealand. But yet they have these large, what we call tartaria buildings, except they're synagogue. Okay. So that's another thing that's flipping around, isn't it? Rabbis in tunnels and shit. Fucking hell's all that about, eh? They're not flavour of the month anyway, so that's not going to endear anyone to it. So look at her, she got a bomb. I wonder if she got a little tattoo on her chin, like she's a native, not Aboriginal. What are they called from New Zealand? Maori. She's a Maori. And look at their custom house. Looks exactly like any custom house anywhere in the world. And these buildings look American. So what I tried to get my head around how they land, yeah, and then in no time at all they've put in an infrastructure. Then 20 years later, you've got city grids. Excuse me, fucking hell. You've got city grids all put out. And then by like 1870, you've got all these large buildings, all in the space of 100 years. Didn't they have wooden huts to begin with? Where did they get the quarries to? Where did they get the fucking workers? How did all this happen? Why are they all mudflood attributed? The seashells, the Phoenician seashells, the blowholes from previous Nasmia technologies. These are older world buildings. So Christchurch got fucked up by an earthquake, which shattered a lot of its Tartarian buildings. This, I believe, is Auckland. And interesting towers here. I wonder what that observation tower would be for. Just fire. Watch for fires, maybe. It's a nice old Anglican church with nice matic pattern in it. The size of this architecture for such a remote place. How is it so advanced? It's just beyond me. Again, wow. And it's replicated this same style, same stone, same wedgy bottom bit with a more pronounced stonework, and then it goes up in like Buckingham Palace levels. They all do the same. Wow, that's nice. Look at that. Dundee, I've looked up before. It's got nice names, like an Irish name, isn't it? Dundee. Musical, beautiful Irish name. And they got the electric trams, just like the biggest electrical tram system in the world, which was Melbourne in Australia. Private letterboxes. And these were mud flooded. They were even bricking them over at that day, and bricking that over as well. What was that about? I'm bricking that. They have window tax there. Excuse me, he comes. Window tax too. I don't know. I wish I'd stop doing it. I got to get over on mine. Yeah, that's beautiful, that is. The 1930s, it's on. British telephone boxes. Yes, we'll just shit a civilization out of nowhere. It should be jolly easy. Just build that shit. Nobody will know. Well, that's nice. And everyone's so immaculate. Look, the effort, the detail. Where's the litter? No litter. Where's the vandalism? No vandalism. They got free energy. Not free now, is it? Wonder what that's running on. It's not electric, and it's going uphill. And what is driving it? I wonder. Why? Wonder what is driving it. Wow, look at all the telephone cables on there. I'm not screening. Oh, I know. Oh, shit, ski. Oh, thank you. Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. I'm not screening. 600 you watching. Oh, thanks. I just had a message. I'm not screening. I thought I was screening. Don't worry, I'll go through them again. We just get to the juice. Fucking wanker. No, not these. This fucking wanker. Anyway, right, can you see him now? Thanks, no. Okay. Ah, that lasted ages. Like 10 minutes of me just talking poo. Okay. All you could see was me. Anyway, I do that a lot. Fucking. Thank you. Okay, I'm on. You see the picture now, can't you? 10 minutes, Isabel. Oh, fuck a duck. Thanks, Nora. Nobody told me. 10 fucking minutes of your life I wasted. You're just looking at me talking about stuff. I'm super, super dark. Sorry. Anyway, we're back to the juice. So, yeah, they got all this funky shit. This is Wellington. The size of this stuff, guys. They got a bit of the spaghetti skywire thing going on. Could be collecting charge with these rather than delivering telegraph. I can't imagine every home having a telephone. Like all of them wires, what? Just for that building? There's nothing else going on in here. So, Willis Street, Wellington. Look at that street. Look at all this architecture. It's just madness. Madness, they call it madness. So I do apologise for all this architecture. Wasting precious seconds of your life, but it doesn't matter because you could look at me fucking things up. Yeah, thanks, Nora. Nora saves the day. My Nora song. Town Hall, Wellington, New Jersey, New Zealand. I notice the clock's missing. That clock's not missing. Look at the size of that fucking thing. So I wonder what they do in New Zealand now they're not making Lords of the Rings there anymore. What do they do with their time? Grow marijuana, probably. It's legal. Bet it's beautiful. Met loads of people from New Zealand. Somebody came to a Houston convention. He came all the way from New Zealand. Look at that shit they got going on. It just seems really remote. Like way out in the Pacific Ocean. I bet your weather's absolutely yummy. And like I said, you can go and play Lord of the Rings in your crazy wilderness. We haven't got that. Got mudfloody stuff. So I don't know what that big bloody monstrosity is, but it looks like a government building, but a Greco-Roman frontage. Look at that thing. Parliament. Do apologise. Showing you that. If you're from New Zealand, I'm guessing after all the weirdness that went on 2 years ago, you were sick a little in your mouth. They got palm trees. It looks beautiful. No rubbish, like I said. Oh, very juicy. Christchurch. There's an original name for a city. So this got fucked up in an earthquake. I remember Prince William and his wife, Kate. I like Kate. And yeah, they went and pointed their fingers at buildings and went, "Oh, that's a shame," and shit. You know, like royals do after wars and stuff. You'll always see them after stuff gets blown up. Oh, or like maybe a famine. Yeah, maybe a good old famine. They'll go walk like with their security and their multi-million-pound stuff. Oh, it's really terrible, isn't it? You haven't got enough food. Dundee railway station. Look at this. Dundee. I'm guessing the founder was an Irishman. They got a bit of antiquity going on, yeah. Still, it's not precise science, guys, and I'm not watching all. And you know, they got muddy streets. Where's the inside of that bank? You can see, is that the reflection in the window? It is. You know, and I just do everything myself. I haven't got like a production crew or anything. So we just manage, don't we? You know, Heath Robinson, that shit. Gaffer tape it up. It don't fucking matter. Because we're just doing it, aren't we? Yeah, we are. We're doing it. We're doing good, positive work. We're showing the world that history is a lump of shit. It's a shit took a shit. Look at that. Auckland University. So something else I was looking into, but I was a bit, oh, where is everywhere? Oh, it's all covered in mud. Oh, and I got Greco-Roman architecture. So what I was looking into was, Jason mentioned it once when I was at his house. About, oh no, I think I seen him say it on a feed as well, about how many significant people in the establishment come out of the London School of Economics. And I'm watching an interview the other day with Mick fucking Jagger. He was far more cooler back in the day than, you know, like in the Almond days, than he is now. Yeah, he was actually cool then. He's fucking, you know, kind of look at it now. Well, he looks like a Tetley tea bag, doesn't he? He looks like an old weathered lady's leather handbag. But anyway, one of that against him at 87. And he doesn't shit himself on stage. So that's something. But anyway, so he went to the London School of Economics. I'm like, so what? Did they approach him, the Illuminati in London School of Economics, and say, we want you to be the lead singer in the biggest rock and roll band in the world, along with this other load of knobs we got from Liverpool, you in? And he's like, yeah, I think after I think about that, he's fucking, because he's Mick Jagger lips gonna, yeah, okay, I think I'll do that. Yeah. I was sad to hear about Michael Caine dying. Did you hear about that? Yeah, poor old Michael Caine. Best films ever. If Michael Caine's in it, The Odessa File. What's it all about, Alfie? It's a brilliant film, Alfie. He shakes millions of women in that film. It's so good. It's like the real Austin Powers would have been if it had been Michael Caine. Because, like, I remember I was in America, right? Some person was behind the bar, started talking Austin Powers, like, out with the film to me, because she thought that's, like, reflective British society. We were all actually like that. No. That's Hollywood. Austin Powers is very, very poor interpretation of British culture, I'm afraid. Okay. All right, our spies are horny, though. Yeah, give them that. So what do you think of Liz Hurley, though? She was in the first one, wasn't she? Liz Hurley. I like Liz Hurley. I used to like Liz Hurley. I used to love Liz Hurley. But now she's gone all Hollywood, hasn't she? And she's got like one of those them there children. You can't really. It's cruelty, really, isn't it? I don't like this dress, Mummy. I'm a boy. Fucking put it on. They're going to love you down at the ball. The ball. Don't like it. Shut up. Your father loves it. My father doesn't care. He's getting blowjobs off hookers down on Broadway. No, he... Oh, yeah, he is. So that was the thing, wasn't he? He has a woman, right? I'm on about Hugh. Not Hugh Edwards, although he likes a bit of banging on public toilets as well. Probably not. Hugh, if you're watching, I didn't mean that. You wouldn't be watching anyway. Why would you be watching? What it is to be epic and Welsh, jealous, aren't you? Oh, well, that's just tough shit. Which side of history are you going to die on? That's right. I fucking love this song. It's making me all like warm and tickly in my belly. So yeah, brutal. If you're in Britain, you know, like I said, or Ireland, or anywhere really that is not lush. I'm sorry for you. I wonder what these things do. They're stupid, don't they? There's no statues on them. I bet they had statues, icons on them in the past. That's a lovely photo. Anglican Church down in Dundee. Dundee looks really big, doesn't it? Dundee. Police headquarters, barracks. Okay, I bet they're fucking right bunch of fascists. See, my interpretation, I don't know too much about Australia. All I learned about Australia is from Crocodile Dundee and prisoner cell block H, you know, vinegar tits. I don't know anything about Australia about that. Oh, Olivia Newton-John. I love Olivia Newton-John. We all love Olivia Newton-John, don't we? She was so talented, wasn't she? She wasn't more talented than the carpenter bird, though, but she was really talented. She had a lovely singing voice. Did you play electric guitar? No. So where is everybody? Why have they got all these massive architectural delights? I mean, one looks like a ghost town with mud everywhere. When you put the road in and then the buildings, so you didn't drag mud in them. Anyway, I'm no expert in town planning, like I said. Okay, they got the tram. Let's move on. You know, big fuck off government building. They always have the best buildings after a reset, like these things. Oh, we're having that. Yeah, of course you are. Lower Queen Street. We got a Queen Street in Cardiff. It's our main street as well. Surprising how many Queen Streets are about. And Princess Street. They got one of them in Edinburgh. This is the top of something. They got these all over Britain, haven't they? And Scotland. And everywhere. Got one in Glastonbury. They got one in Torquay that I seen. I haven't seen one in Cardiff though, funnily enough. Oh, look at that, the top of that building. Looks like a lighthouse. It is a lighthouse, is it? No. Just an observation platform, landing for balloons. So yeah, there's a few things out in Hollywood on Netflix and shit that's right into Tartarian subjects. Yeah. There's a new series as well with them Ancient Aliens crew, as we know them, Ancient Assholes crew. They've got a program like Ancient Civilizations, when they're just like, you know, they say they're all super fantastic and they're making, you know, we found all this stuff. It's like, what the fuck ever. So there's that train I mentioned when I wasn't playing. Where's the wires? Was it getting up there? I wonder what it's driving it. It's being driven by an alien grey there, look, see. No, that's not. So that's a beautiful building as well, isn't it? A bit of Tartarian antiquitech going on there. Ah, it's so glorious. God, 600 of you actually stayed with my clusterfuck of not presenting. I was rescued. Where is everybody? Maybe they took it early in the morning. Maybe it was in bed. There they all are. That's good. At the size of these fucking things. Oh, my language is so terrible. That's the photograph that I was saying that I really loved when basically you couldn't see it. And you were like, what's he looking at? Now that tram's electric. It's 1:30. Oh, why can't I time travel? AI, can I time travel, please? Yes, Martin. When would you like to go to? December 12th, 1900 would be adequate. No, make it summer. July 12th, 1900. Go and have a look at what they got. That would be really funky. So, yeah, this is Auckland. What are they called in New Zealand as well? It's like Z's not really a popular letter, is it? Don't use it in any fucking thing. Look at this old world building that I was talking about earlier that you couldn't see. Seashells. Ah. Tiddly pum pum. I'm not going to sing you the rest of that song. So there's that Maori woman that I was on about. She's got a cutchy little baby. I looked like that when I was a baby. I looked like a little cute Maori baby. I was a Farquhar. Like nobody knew who I was. There's the synagogue. The synagogue of Satan. I bet it got tunnels underneath. I wonder what they're doing. Pedo stuff. That's what they're doing. So there's a lump of cow shit there. I'd have that up in my shovel. And I'd have that in my crop. Yeah. Got all this amazing buildings. And all this outside is mud and shit. Should have built a road first. I would have. God, it was a long way in. There's that building that I was initially talking about. Look at the decoration on the chimney pots. Very swanky. Oh, and you got a solar panel as well. Because we did have a lot of solar panels in 1870. Does look like a solar panel. It's on a roof where you find solar panels. Wouldn't that wood fly off in the wind? I suppose it could be a door. But it looks like a solar panel. Anyway, this building here is crackers. Can you see it goes all the way up there? It's an upper street. Check the side of it now. It's like, wow, wow. Look at this. Hotel. Lovely style. I don't know what it is though. And then you got this big pile of rock right next to it and mud. So I don't understand why it's like the mud is going up the door on the side of the building. So what? Did they dig the mud away and then plug that building in next to it? Or did that mud come in after the building was there first, is my guess. That's a mud flood age building because it looks really, really old. Anyway, moving on. My apologies for fucked upness. This got sent to me coincidentally today because I was going to post about New Zealand. Someone sent me pictures of New Zealand, and his name was Hayden. So thank you for this. And as you can see, in Wellington here, they had this memorial put up in the 1930s, 1932. And at the top, you've got these, what look like discs of, well, just like superconductors. Yeah, National War Memorial. It looks like a bit of technology. Look at all the people that turns up for that. What the fuck is war memorials about anyway? It's weirdness going on there, isn't it? So same thing for Australia. Shit out of nowhere. Let's build a massive civilization. We got loads of criminals. They'll build it all for us. Just keep them pissed. Give them Guinness. The Irish will build it. They built the rest of the world. The navvies will do it. So I don't know. It's a bit of a mystery how any of this actually got there. Queensland, Brisbane. Again, same architecture. Again, massive. Chunky bottom bit. Up a Buckingham Palace type affair. Tiered for floodwater. Interesting dome top there, guys. Again, another little palace type affair. But shitting horses outside because the horses brought all this big stone on the back of their horse and cart. Took them like 30 years. So yeah, Australia got it going on. Considering its population, when I was in school, there was more people in London than the whole of Australia. I do believe it's changed in the modern day. It's much more. I think I'm not even sure. Is it 28 million? Which is still, for the size of the continent, pretty sparse population. Everyone lives in Melbourne or Perth or Brisbane or Sydney, the big cities, and the rest of it is fucking nothing. See, there's another one of those things. It's like the top of a building. So yeah, it got flooded. I've seen this, posted on this before. It's got underwater, which is why building mud floods, you know, if you did build a mud flood cell, it makes no sense when it floods. So that just shows you that the old world, the old Flaterday in Jimbar, looks like a cotton plantation. Ah, it's one of those fucking wicked trees. Can't remember the name of. So that's a superb bridge. All that arch just for people to walk through. And then what, cars and that over there, which are not invented yet. So why would you have a big arch for just people to walk through? That size. People are only little. Don't know. Why did they build on such a grand scale, is what I'm saying. New Zealand insurance in Australia. Well, you're going to need that just to have a big fucking flood. That's where having a boat comes in handy. That's a nice little picture. It's pretty gnarly. Yeah, we used to have a lot of floods in this city where I am, Cardiff in Wales. And some famous stories about Cardiff floods, like the Grangetown whale. when a seal escaped from Victoria Park. And they found him going down a street in Grangetown. Somebody thought it was a whale. It was a seal escaped from Victoria Park. Sally the seal. This was in the days of Victoria and the Gilded Era, when playing tennis. Loved to. It's very sexual, tennis. I wonder if it was back then. You know, when they're doing the surf, the women, do you think they went, you know, like they do? It's all a bit gay, isn't it? Tennis nowadays, isn't it? Like Tina Navratilova, fucking hell. She's like a fucking Russian shot putter. Made glorious summer by this son of York. Son of York? Oh, fuck all that. But again, look at the tech here. This is for the royal fucking thing. So it looks lovely though. Oh, smell. Smell. Oh yeah. Smell that water. It's full of turds. So it's nature of a flood. So I wonder what sewerage they had back then, because they didn't have any fucking proper roads. Look at the size of that palace. Yes, we have no bananas today. Look at the size of this thing. It's that library, state library. It's massive. And all outside is grass and mud and shit. Which is weird. Gas fitters. So you can have a gas lamp or gas central heating. The size of that fucking thing. The inside's all red and the building's red. And these white columns. The only thing that's not brick. It's like the whole front bit has been added, and this was just that bit in there. The Venetian stuff. Excuse me. So yes, Brisbane has a superb architecture. I'm going back the other way. Very sorry. Oh. A lot of telecommunication wires, because everyone's got a telephone apparently. And they're massive buildings. Parliament, okay, with massive buildings. Look at all this mud here. Right, okay. So let's have a look at this. So that's empty. The tower, you can see straight through, no clockage. So did you just build it? It's covered in shit. It's old. So what's outside? A load of mud. And what's behind it? Or up the side of it? A load of mud. It's weird, isn't it? So yeah, like I said, okay, they got a bridge here, and it's fully electrified bridge. Takes a tram under it, which is really futuristic for that era, because car hasn't even been invented. And then these two massive arches for just the people. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know what that thing is. It looks really old. So trams, and all you got outside is mud. No infrastructure. I don't know what the sewer system is. But there's a bit of pomp and ceremony, all that royal stuff. British flags up in it. Rum tiddly tum tum, stick it in your family album. Ah, yeah. It's all about that. The limited. So look, they've all gone in for a little dip in the water, like having a little paddle. It's nice. This looks a bit like New Orleans here, doesn't it? Looks very much like it, especially flooded. There, get off to the wall, you Anzacs. Did you know Australia was the only continent in the world that's never had a land invasion? It was apparently bombed and threatened invasion in World War II off the Japanese Imperial fucking fleet, but it never happened. And nobody's actually ever apparently invaded Australia. Rule Britannia. Britannia rules Australia. I don't even know if they're happy about it. I don't even know the Australian stance on. Look at the little Nazi things in here. Let's have a look. The Union Jacks were like little Nazi crosses in, or little. What you do, you see them on the German stuff in World War One. He's got a Napoleonic hat on. He's talking stuff. He hasn't got a microphone. Here is the king and the queen, and they've come to do bloody good stuff for us. We're going to be really loaded after this and loving our lives. And then everyone dies. Nice railway station. Ah, woof. See, that dog's been dead over 100 years. In fact, everybody in that picture is now dead, just like us. Swahid, isn't it? So, yeah, this is like time traveling. Very much like time traveling. Again, outside there's no road, no infrastructure, just a load of grass and mud and shit. And you got that big, bloody, lovely thing. Makes you think. Like that Fortitude Valley Post Office. Holy shit. I haven't seen anything like that one. It's a bit unusual. Yeah, they're all coming out. Don't do it, love. Oh, I thought I thought we had got a sounds jumper. So, oh, it's a dude. I think. Yeah. Fall from there, fucking land on somebody, probably cushion the blow. So send the army through, get them off to World War One. Get them off to Gallipoli. I'm sure they'll love it there. So this is an interesting fact. So it occurred to me earlier, just a random thought. I have them. So I wonder if there's anybody actually called Shit in this place. It turns out, when I Googled, has anyone got the surname Shit, that there is. The Shit family name was found in the USA and Canada between 1880 and 1911. The most Shit families were found in the US in 1880 and 1880. There were 2 Shit families living in California. This was about 50% of all the record shits in the USA. California and one other state had the highest population of shit families in 1880. No, you just can't make it up. Imagine that, though, living your life like that. You're just Mr. and Mrs. Shit. And you got to try and keep a straight face. Okay, we're going to do some images of the day and see what happens. Okay, we're going to have a little crazy ride. We'll look at some more images. I'm going to come back in a minute. Is everyone there? Am I there? Yeah, hi, Misty World. Hiya, everybody. Small Talk Girl, Hip Shake Vibes, Kilroy Roach. He's got 2 little poos. Nice one, Kilroy. Roach with my bro. And Liddy and Zia. Whoever fucking hell. And new West Reset. Oh, yeah, okay. So these are some questions in there. So I'm going to be able to have to watch chat on my mobile phone so I know what you're all saying, right? So, question on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We're asking the guy who killed Cyrus. Why did you kill Cyrus? Is it A, no reason? B, he had an accident? C, we were just having a good time? D, I like doing things like that. Anybody? What did he say when he was asked, why did you kill Cyrus? I know the answer. You're all going for D, aren't you? D. Yeah, of course. Blaming the fucking Warriors. D. Okay. Bob Sykes, no reason. Okay, 7. 7, King Shin. Hey, Campbell. So, Campbell, if you check in your WhatsApp, I sent you a message. We're looking at having an epic hangout this coming Tuesday. Let's see if you can come and hang out with myself, RKX, and just your good self, sir. And we're going to do some stuff. So I was wondering, right, if we could find any bigger clues with images that we go through. I've got hundreds of them, of reflections in shop windows, whether they give anything away. Some people seem to think that there's a headless guy sitting there with his head in his hand over by here. I can't see the headless horseman. I see a tank thing. I don't know, people are seeing different stuff. I don't know if it's spooky or not, but I think it's a good clue to seeing, like, if we can catch the fourth wall, or like, an entire movie set, setting up these photographs, like, or, or history's fabricated. So here's a good book. Yeah. The Big Book of Welsh Bollocks. No, it's not all Welsh bollocks. Yeah. We did get invaded. We did have great kings. And, times change. They move on. No one gives a flying fuck anymore. But that's where I'm from, eh? Yeah. That's what I would have been doing in the past. I wouldn't be, because I'm half Estonian. I'd have been a Viking. Yeah. I'd have been living the Viking code. Yeah. Going full Viking. Oh, with my furry bear skins. So this is quite a sexy looking cactus, isn't it? She's got a bit of a prick. Got a bit of a prick, but yeah. So sexy cactuses are good. We love them. Cool. So I'm just going to chuck this out there now. I may have said it before in the past. I think there was two Jesuses. I actually think that Jesus had a twin, a bit like Elvis had a twin and he died stillborn. I think that, like, Jesus had a twin, yeah, and here is his twin getting bathed. I don't see any narrative in anywhere in the nativity of Jesus Christ. Okay, I see the three kings, gold, frankincense, myrrh, fucking angels of the Lord coming visiting, waving farmers, and the baby Jesus, and Mary giving him a touch and a kiss. We dig that. Joseph's really fucked off because she got knocked up by someone else, understandably. And at the same token, they're washing another baby. This one's a little bit browner, I've noticed. Is that the case? Is The Life of Brian, the Monty Python film, actually a true story? Was there a replacement of Jesus Christ? Maybe they replaced him with an eviler one, or maybe it was just a completely different one. Maybe there was two Jesuses Christ. I'm just chucking it out there anyway. What do you think? Yeah, I know. Okay, here's an old album cover. Okay, Don't Know My Bad Dreams Tonight. I think this one is a dude, though, as well. Okay. Fatasimo. Give me that juice, that milk juice. Breast milk is not a nice tasting stuff. Cody Matheson, Can I Borrow Another Feeling? Yeah, well, as a narcissist, it's good to borrow feelings because you can't just have them yourself, can you? It's upsetting reality for some people, isn't it? When you look in the mirror. Hey ho. This is a brilliant shot. This is in Istanbul, Constantinople, and this is the Hippodrome. And if you go there in the modern day, there's like a highway running through and a row of the Hippodrome obelisks, and what they are supposed to be the remnants of invasions by Byzantine forces to bring them back and exhibit them in the Hippodrome from the days of Rome, and they're there now. Some of them look like steel implements, steel rods, and they're all in a line. And you can see on some of the older maps that I've shown where the Hippodrome was placed in Istanbul. And there it is, and everything around it is mud. And to be honest, when I went to Istanbul, I went to one suburb, and it was all mud still, even in the time I went. So, the Hippodrome of Istanbul. Next picture. My ability to remember song lyrics from the 60s and 70s and 80s far exceeds my ability to remember why I walked in this kitchen. Indeed. I goldfish all the time. So I posted this on a community post this week. A Portuguese rise, which is rise, a tall giant, seems they got a bit of an issue with the Portuguese giant. This is Lisbon by the look of it. I wonder if they hunted the giants to extinction. So 600 of you watching, 637. Jolly good of you. Splendid. What? Could you think possibly share this video out? And we've got a little ways to go for a magical Flaterday for everybody who's involved. This is a good album cover. Wild Wayne Buchanan. She didn't tell me she was dead. Yeah. Well, I can see how that would have been a problem. Okay. But I know that's Greek. It looks like amphetamine at the top. I'm not sure. I don't actually speak Greek. But max respect for the throw, guys. Check his throw. Fuck me, he must spend like literally eons in the mirror on that fucking throw. He's just got it down. Anyway, that's off. Mega throw Greek man. Vogue on poetry. So that's what we can do. Okay, we can force the elites to listen to Vogue on poetry at mega decibelage, Motorhead loud. Vogue on poetry. See how that goes down. I think it's the thing. Here are the Tates, and here are the Campbells. Can you remember Soap? Now, I was an avid follower of Soap. Here's the demented corporal. She was rather funny. They had a very creepy ventriloquist in it. This guy here, who became a famous actor, he played a homosexual in it. Benson, in the back there. He went off to a spin-off series as well. This guy, he was completely nuts in it. I think he was a drug dealer. But I remember all of these. These were two families. These are the Tates. These are the Campbells. And I watched all of them avidly. That and MASH. Yeah. Suicide is painless. No, it ain't. It fucking stung. Brings so many changes. No, everything stayed the same. But I can take or leave it if I try. I'll make your fucking mind up there. So yeah, recycling been going on a while. Although I think this is more voluntary than actually government. Oh, I think if you can. Studies find no one ever actually liked U2. It was just that everyone thought everyone else did, and no one wanted to speak up and make it awkward. So everyone is now admitting, publicly, that we can't stand U2. You're a shit group, really shit. A shit took a shit. Okay. They are cute and they seem harmless, but they are loud, incredibly expensive to keep, and absolutely untrainable. Yeah, there is a kangaroo. I don't know much about kangaroos. What? It's all right, isn't it? No. Here's Neil Diamond, right? What he's doing is he's playing with his invisible penis. Hot August night. Dreaming about Sweet Caroline. Oh, I'll just do some penis guitar. Da, 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 da. So yeah, it looks like he's having a big wank with an invisible king of the Jews, Neil Diamond, Love on the Rocks. Ain't no big surprise. Tell me some secrets and I'll tell you some lies. It's all I want to do. Yeah, first they say they want you. Say how they really need you. Do you want me to sing all the words to Love on the Rocks, guys? Because I can. It's one of my songs. So things haven't moved on from this time here. This is late 1800s. Trip to Mars, and it's exactly the same now. It hasn't moved on. In fact, NASA got their ideas from this. It charged billions for it. Yeah, it does. Trip to Mars. I wonder what crazy, scary things we've seen inside of there. Mars women. Here are a load of people going to work in London. Is that unkind of me? No, I'm Welsh. I can say stuff about sheep. That's completely acceptable. Yeah, but so in the old days, they just used to take a load of sheep through the streets of fucking London. I don't know about that. Maybe it's really British. I'm not feeling it. There should be sheep shit everywhere. Unless they're depleted, that would be okay. They don't bleed. I'd be hungry all the time. I love this look. I love it. Camilla is like literally almost worth a go. Look at Charlie. Wouldn't that be a great look for the king? Oh, I'd love it if Camilski and Charlie boy would get down on good old biker. Yeah. Because I think it's such a really good look on them, guys. Fuck all of that regalia they have. Yeah. Get all fucking denim in, sexy and leather. Yeah. Yeah. Get a motor running. Get out on the highway, looking for adventure. Oh, whatever comes my way. This was photographed last week. I think this might be Heathrow Airport. As you can see, There are two suns and they're ready to shine for you. This is being spotted a lot. It's increasing. Northern lights increasing south. Weather is increasing in severity. Everything's gone to shit in an handbag. People don't know their hole from their fucking pole and they're scared to death because they know something is coming. Doesn't take a genius to work it out. We've been talking about it for fucking years, guys. We know this stuff by heart now. So check this old vampire film from the black and white days. She doesn't look too happy. She's like, they're not paying me enough. So what, like proper feeling a titty up in them days? In black and white turkeys? God, that's really, really risky. God. He looks dead pervy there, doesn't he? It's like, whoa. Whoa. So I'm thinking, like everything else in the world, bullshit, is antiquity. 1890s, okay, and this is on the Acropolis of Athens. This building we've seen many times with the women there, and this is when they founded this old rocks, scenes of Armageddon, etc. And then it's there in the modern day. So what changes have they done? Oh shit, they have done many changes. They built this wall here, square, and they don't even look like the same stones as I'll show you. So they put mortar in. They fannied up this back bit, and they built a wall at the back here. And then this 2022 version of the ancient world has just been built. In fact, it's been built since the 1820s, same as all of these historical things. Fucking Karnak, you name them. From modern day Disney worlds. So, what we got here is an adult male who's allowed to go in a classroom full of school girls, and it is Paul McCartney. I'm not sure if he's knocking off the school teacher, but there's something uncomfortable about that. But you find that a lot, especially with old Top of the Pops things. You have a lot of adults intermingling with fucking children on Top of the Pops. It seems really strange. Especially that David Lee Travis. He's a fucking freak. Anyway, New York from above. I flew over it at night. We're back from America a couple of months ago. But I tell you what, that's a lot of big buildings there, isn't it? It's got a little downtown in Brooklyn as well, then, little skyscrapers there. Downtown Manhattan and Midtown. They can't build on the in-between part because it's not solid rock enough. That's why it's only there and there. And New Jersey just got a load of skyscraperage. But what you can see is they haven't got a fisheye lens with this. So you get beautiful flat horizon as far as the eye can see. I bet you could see all the way to the Catskills on a clear day from there. Anyway. So yeah, that's a load of stuff. There's a few people in there, isn't there? How many times have they actually wiped out New York in pictures, in Hollywood films? Like 100 times, but there it is. So this is an advert from the old days, completely acceptable apparently. Good things are twice as good in cellophane. Cellophane is a good invention made by DuPont, who make all plastic bottles now, which give men titties. Yes, mammalians. They used to do that's completely safe. They can breathe. I used to breathe with my head in a carrier bag all the time. It's fucking bullshit. Oh, David Mannell's a mate of mine. I wonder if he knows he got a band. But I noticed, by looking at these, okay, it's M-A-N-O. M-A-N-O. It's like, he looks like he's in shock. But it could be Mannell. This is quite scary. What if you was to drop acid and walk in somewhere and he sat there? What would you do? You would feel uncomfortable, wouldn't you? Especially if he looked at you. How would you describe this human being? He's orange, scary. He's looking right at you. He's a male, I think, with makeup. Sanjavith Rook. But that's an awesome album. Right then, time to play. Name a song with any vehicle in it. Okay, any vehicle. I got a couple. I'll hit one up now. Red Corvette. Maybe a red Corvette. Cars, Tracy Chapman. And I'm leaving on a jet plane. Oh, I don't know. Come on then, knock them out, guys. Come on. Big old jet airliner. I love that. Stevie Miller Band. Okay, Rocket Man. Nice one, Mr. Friendly. Rapture, Heart of Glass. Oh, very Blondie. We love a bit of Blondie around here. Psycho. Thank you, Shiva Shampoo. Flat bottom girls, you make the rocking world go round. Yeah. Okay. A carrot, small town girl. Is a carrot, American pie. Okay, let's move on. Pink Cadillac, I just said that. Oh no, I said red Corvette. Well done, Kate. Pink Cadillac. Motorbiking. Well done, John Chapin. Motorbiking. Cycle, yeah. Mercury. I don't know what song that is, King Shin. Oh, it could be Stephen in a band as well. Long train running. Well done, India. Lovely India. Yeah, long train running. We love a bit of doobie, don't we? Doobie. Long train running's a fucking brilliant song. I mean, Chevy van, nice one. New West Street said, baby, you can drive my car. Shiva Shampoo's on it, as always. Train in vain. I was thinking, Last Train to Georgia. I don't think that's a song. I think it was Rainy Night in Georgia. I think we're getting confused. Yellow Submarine. Spinning Pyramid. Smashing it. Little Red Corvette. I said that, Teresa. Oh, baby, a red Corvette. Little Red Corvette's different. I'll give you that then. Don't Run That Lamp. I don't think that's one, Joey. Convoy. Oh, I love Convoy. I got me a Thunderbird. Was yes, good one too. So, Death Car. I don't know that, Valdez. Is that Megadeth song? Death Car. Death Car. Train in Vain. Plane. I'm not sure I know that one. Pretty Shitty Bang Bang. Yes, Dave. Yes, Adam Cook. Taking it easy. Okay, I'm going to Cadillac Ranch. Driving. Yeah, driving. That's a good one. I drove all night, but that's not actually a vehicle, is it? Crazy Train. Thanks, M. Rider. And Cheech said Crazy Train. You look like you said that at the same time. Yeah, you two guys, you are on it. Row, row, row your boat, says Sierra. And that is really good because that's one. Monorail by Pugwash. Yeah, okay, SG, we'll give you that one. Monorail by Pugwash. Gonna buy me a Mercury and cruise it up down the road. Yeah. Okay, you got that, King Shit. That is one. ELO, Ticket to the Moon. What country song? It's got a tractor in it. Oh, I got me a combine harvester. I'll give you the key. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get together now in perfect harmony. I got 40 acres. You got 33. I know too much. I'm pop-tastic, especially with Wurzel songs. Madness is like driving my car. I like driving in my car. It's not quite caviar. Hey, thank you to them. Love a bit of madness. I tell you, I didn't do it because I wasn't there. Don't blame me, it just isn't fair. You listen to their song, now listen to my Mustang Sally, very good, Gayleen. Mustang Sally, now. I love that song. That's a good, loud, screamy rock and roll song for a gig. Chattanooga, choo choo choo, won't you choo choo me home? Chattanooga, choo choo me home. Okay, Zion Train. I'll give you that, Terry Tonka. Zion Train is coming my way. Okay, that's our reggae bit. Low Rider. Fucking love Low Rider. War. Brilliant song. 409 Beach Boys. What, Charles? What car is that? 409. Oh yeah, thanks. True. Airplane by RHCP. Night Train. On a night train to Georgia. Gary Newman, Cars. Small Town Girl. You fucking nailed it. That's the best one so far. Down in the tube station at midnight, the jam. You're very jammy, Shiva. That's a really good one. Down in the tube station at midnight. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, the jam were excellent. Really, really brilliant. Back in the day, Viv. I used to really like the Mod Gods stuff. Paul Weller. Back in the day. Mystic Meadows Homestead. He's a bit Illuminati, isn't he? Or the old one-eyed guy. Midnight Train to Georgia. Neil. Liam Gallagher. Quite like Liam. I like the conversation with him because he keeps dropping truths all the time. Flat Earth truths. So I'm sure he knows. Not sure they'd like me. Welsh and stuff, but I don't give a fuck. No, I would have spliff. Put bollocks. Okay, which next? Space Oddity. Yes, we'll allow that, even though it's space related. Yeah. Did I say slick black Cadillac? It's me, miss. No, but you can have that. That sounds good. I'm so glad you got a screen issue sorted. Shut up, Ed. Rusty Woodpecker. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Okay, we're moving on. Gary Newman Cars is a good one. Big Yellow Taxi. Didn't pick that one up. Big Paradise. Put up a packet of Radar Love. Fucking love Radar Love. But how is Radar a vehicle, Dale? Oh, but it is a brilliant song, isn't it? Radar Love is up there with Ram Jam's Black Bay, which is fucking superb, by the way. And also 2 minutes 10. They should have made that a lot longer, that track on YouTube. Ticket to Ride, yeah, Liddy, but on what? What can he ride? Last train to London, yellow, Bob Sykes, yeah, okay, we got that. Ocean Colour Scene, Riverboat Song. Yeah, I love Ocean Colour Scene. Barracuda, oh, fuck yeah. Oh, we love Barracuda. Yeah, so good, Heart. Unbelievable. Jack of all trades. They're still good. No, Jack of all trades. Chariots of Fire. Oh, Scott, that's a brilliant one. Ding, ding. That's John Vangelis and Vangelis. Joe, LA Taxi. Okay, yeah. Motorbiking, Wagon Train. There's a reggae song with Train. There's Zion Train. Don't worry, I got it. Golden Urine, yeah, Terry. Golden Urine sung that. That puffy fucking lead singer really done my head in, but they were really good. But then we had to put up with Boomtown Rats when I was a kid, and not Boomtown Rats, Bay City Rollers. I seen the Boomtown Rats. I was like in Glastonbury. I was like about literally 30 foot from Bob fucking Geldof. Yeah, that was back in the pogoing days. So I was thinking about superimposing my face on one of these. And I know they're a paramilitary organisation, and the rule is you've got to have your trousers extra tight. But I was thinking about joining them because I quite like the suits, quite tight fitting, and I can sing as well. I can dance, I can entertain, I can tell jokes. Yeah. So I want to join the Marties. Or if these are all dead, which I probably are, or really old, I think we should make new Marties. All Marties will all get together. You don't have to necessarily be a Marty. Apply to FEB PO Box FEB if you want to wear tight suits and join the Marties. There's only going to be 6 members. See Neil deGrasse Tyson's new album. Oh, living on a pear. Yeah, I can't believe he fucking actually said that out loud. Stop it, Neil. Okay, seen this? All tickle fingers, Bob Close. So either he's a freak of nature, tickle my heart, fingers of love, handyman, born to feel. Oh God. God rolled 2 6s. Good ching. A touch of romance, Uncle's lap. Uncle's lap. I don't like the sound of Uncle's lap. And Diddling Daddy, and Toss That Was, and Love Glove. And it's not his forefinger, I've noticed. It's his finger here. Glass smile, ladies. Would you like to go on a date with him? Yeah. It'd be romantic, wouldn't it? Imagine him sneering at you. Yeah. No food hanging out of his mouth. Be lovely for you. So get your kicks on Route 66. Yeah, I love Route 66. I've been up and down it loads. Got lost on it and stuck on an infinite loop with the weird fucking time thing that they got going on that they all know about. Fuck. And here it is, back in the 1800s, when they're digging it out and laying it. It was nothing. Let's just put a railway line and a road all the way to California. Yeah. This bad boy on 4 bars will kick out more heat than the sun. So that is an identical gas fire to what they covered over my beautiful coal fire with when we were a child, when I was a child. This went in about 1972. They put this one in my house, my mother's house. So sitting in front of this, used to get big black charcoal stuff, and used to get carbon monoxide poison, and these were the most unhealthy things ever. But this is an identical copy of the one I had. You could light up your fags in it, which my mother used to do, and then you need black things around you with the tobacco, and then it'd make a bigger growth and be like a tumor. And sometimes you'd have to get these replaced. Anyway, cut a long story short, in 1970s Britain or 1960s Britain, the only warm place in the house was about 2 foot in front of that thing there, which is where we spent the entire winter, holding television aerials to try and get a signal for Coronation Street. Anyway, if women ruled the world, there would be no wars. Just a bunch of jealous countries not talking to each other. Yeah, I'm thinking that women have had a lot to do with wars. I can assure you now. They just say stuff to the men and just makes them go killing stuff. It's like, you a man or a mouse? Go and fuck that country up. It's like, chick, girl, don't say that to me. Don't push me. Don't call me that. It's like, you're a pussy. You go off and fucking bomb a poor country. That's what I used to do. So a James Bond girl was a boy in the past, Latula. I don't actually remember her, but she got a boy's face. So how many times did I fall for this in the past when I was like, oh, fucking hell, look at that. And it was a fucking dude. Just don't know, do you? Right, price list. This is for British people. This is probably not going to be make any sense to anybody in America, but we live on fish and chips. In fact, if you are what you eat, I'm a pie and chips guys, okay, or a fish cake. So chips and fish used to cost 21 pence for a piece of fish and chips. I actually remember when chips cost 7p at Mr. Chips. I'm going to tell you a story about Mr. Chips. One day, my mother was taking me to school. I was about 6-year-old. And I was stood outside the chip shop window in the morning, and I noticed the whole chip shop was full of flames coming out of the fat fire. So my mother went, oh shit. And she pulled me out of the way. And the second she pulled me out of the way, there was a large explosion. The entire shop blew up. I swear to God, I missed it by a second, by a millisecond. And there was a woman stood there in front of the window, and she had a massive chunk of glass sticking out of her big nose. And that was weird, quite bloody. But yeah, I nearly got fucking marmalized, standing there looking at it, and I just stepped out of the way. So anyway, you could get a bag of chips in there for 7 pence. And then they went up to 14 pence. They didn't even put 2p on, they doubled it. Fish, 13p. It's like 4 fucking quid now. Bag of chips, 8p. Fish cake and chips. Oh, I love a fish cake. Can't beat a fish cake, can you guys? Cakes are fish cakes, guys. Don't even worry about the contents. I love chicken from chip shops. They always deep fry and always taste nice. That chicken in supermarkets is poo. Specialists from, so that'll be pickled eggs and shit. I don't even know. Peas and curry, 5 fucking p. God, so brilliant. An album cover of the past. I think this might be Cher. I'm not sure, but it says all man and woman. I'm not so sure that's true, though, isn't it? Especially when Cher hasn't aged in 100 years. So, again, this might be inclined towards British people, but maybe you got these in America too. These are candy prawns. We had these in the 70s. We lived on these. These were lovely. We had them in little white paper bags and loads of them. Also, flying saucers. These were full of crack cocaine. No, they weren't. They were full of a substance similar to it. It was called sherbet. Do you know about sherbet? Get you off your fucking trolley shirt, but they were full of it. I don't know what it was, speed, I think. Little white mice. Yeah, well, white mice was one of my favourites. Loved white mice. Yeah. Fruit salads, they got them now. You can get a fruit salad anywhere, can't you? So, okay. Am I still on the internet? Oh yeah, there I am. Okay, good. Okay. So yeah, we're going down memory lane now. Okay, looking at all sweets, thinking how gorgeous it was. Blackjacks, they can dye your mouth black. They're still around in the modern day, and they're aniseed. Can't be a blackjack. Would you buy this album? I know loads that would. An hour of baby crying. Yeah. So you don't like your life, yeah, and you're moaning all the time. Buy a fucking album, The Hour of Baby Crying. Give you something to fucking moan about. God, baby's fucking crying. Don't let it go on. Jesus fucking Christ. And last night I put bread on my blouse and pretended I was a toaster. Once again, weird, but not a sin. I would love to confess my sins to a priest. It'd be the best thing I've done. I would be so excited. Might be in there a while though. I'm really good at sinning. I'm one of the best. But the thing is sinning is not what they're saying, is it? It's just do what you want. And above all, be kind and don't hurt anyone. It's only just me doing my thing, being me. So, wacky races. I love wacky fucking races. Let's reminisce, go down memory lane of the wacky races people. There was this one, the gruesome twosome. They had like a horror home. He was good. The Professor Pad Pending. Ah, the Cavemen, the Slag Brothers. That means something else, doesn't it? The Slag Brothers. And there was Penelope Pitstock. Do you remember Penelope Pitstock? Yeah, she won quite often. I think there was a bit of favoritism because she was a woman. The Red Max, he was crazy. Sergeant Blast and Private Meekly. Loved them. And Lasty Loke. And Perfect Peter, oh, he was annoying, wasn't he? Perfect Peter was so annoying. The Anthill mob, they used to stick their feet out at the bottom of the car because they never had actual motors run. And there was Rufus Roughcoat, yeah, and the Sex Tools. Rufus Roughcoat and the Sex Tools. Okay, and everybody's favourite, because everyone likes a bad guy, yeah. Dick Dastardly and Muttley. That's Muttley laughing. I can't really do it. Yeah, Dick Dastardly's really cool. He has really good low-level evil. Yeah, because if you're going to do evil, do low-level evil so no one actually gets upset or hurt. Here is a Tartarian picture of Barry Docks in South Wales, where I live. And note the amazing architecture and structures and this big fuck all thing in the park full of things like little bells or something. Seeing maybe a wire up there, but why would it be in the park? Don't know. So there's some Barry people, locals to me in Wales. Right, quiz time. What program do you automatically think of when you look at this? Dun, 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 dun. My son said Minder. That was really good. Love a bit of Minder. So obviously, if you're American, this is not going to make much sense to you at the moment. But it doesn't matter because you will learn. This is a history lesson, remember? Okay. This was British in the past. It was 007. Oh, Otter. Yeah, I guess. Rainbow. Up above the streets and houses, rainbow flying. Lassie. Yeah, I love a good cry, Liddy. Fucking hell, that was torture. Every fucking time I'd be upset. I'm not actually emotionally equipped to deal with Lassie episodes. Happy Flaterday, Sheila Lewis. Okay. Escape from New York was a brilliant film. I've actually got that. Love Jack Cousteau. Yeah, so have you ever tried filling up an oxygen bottle for divers by breathing into the bottle? Yeah, it doesn't work. I did it for hours once under instruction. Martin, breathe air into that oxygen bottle for us for diving. Jack Cousteau used to do that. A summer of shit, stinking water. Indeed, Chris Marsden. Bad news. Okay, Jim will fix it. Is that what you think of, Saxon? I was right into Jim will fix it. I don't want to tell you what he wanted me to fix. But I wanted his Jimmy Savile chair and women to go with it. The Sullivans. Oh, Lisa and Brady. I fucking loved the Sullivans. Yeah, that's when I learned about Australia, the Sullivans. Oh, I feel all proper nostalgic. I watched every one of them. They were on dinner time, weren't they? Before Pebble Mill at fucking 1. You remember that? First it was the Sullivans. Anyway, I'm going back a bit there, aren't I? Kenny Everett was the greatest thing in the world. I used to love him because he had Hot Gossip on there and he was gay, wasn't he? So he wasn't even touching them. So keeping them all for us. Hot Gossip. Yeah, that was way pervy on Kenny. But it was all in best possible taste. Kenny Everett was a comic genius. Loved the guy. Sorely missed in the world. Professionals, yeah, Bodie and Doyle or Dodie and Boyle to their friends. And of course, Can't remember the boss's name for the CIA guy. Carlin, is it? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, Bugman, what are you saying? Okay, anybody else? Top of the Pops with Jimmy Savo. ZYX, yeah, they're really awkward. There's always young girls with him. Zcars. Bob, how old are you? May as well just say Dixon or fucking Doc Green. The Sweeney. Dun, 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 dun. That is fucking brilliant. Yeah, this is when men were men. Yeah, shagging all week, taking drugs, drinking. And they were the police force, guys. Yeah, it was fucking brilliant. Book 'em, Carver. And first they give him a good kicking. Yeah, let's go and have a good kicking, drink loads of whiskey, take some drugs, go down a pub like all police officers in the flying squad because we're tough. Yeah, really good. This band, I think they might be Swedish or something along those lines. They look a bit fucking Swedish. Climax. Ladies, I think they actually mean anti-climax, surely, don't they? They haven't got no dress sense at all, have they? In I was going to say in European countries, but a lot of my viewers probably would think that was wrong. But he didn't actually invent everything, come up with our country, because like we do like Tavistock and stuff. So I'm not actually comment on that picture. You can use your imagination for what you see. Different people see different things. I see tree shagging, and not what other people see. So our TVs were never stolen in the 1980s because you couldn't carry them down the fucking road. Burglary was a big business back in the 80s. There wasn't much going on. You know, not everyone was doing drugs back then, but it was big business. But what you could steal is a video recorder, the video recorder and video cassettes, and Betamax if you're really lucky. So, but nobody stole the telly because they were way too fucking heavy. May God strike my dong. Well, I've got a tens machine, but I've been advised not to put the electric bits on my dick. But I was thinking about it. No, I wasn't. Yes, I was. May God strike your dong. Yeah, so I wouldn't try this at home. He's got a little erection. That's really rude. Showing that on cover. Chuck Berry. I can't kiss you, baby. Your face smells like piss. Well, you don't usually, Mum, when you're hanging around women's toilets, do you, Chuck? Oh, this is a good one. The world stops when we're fucking. Touching lips. Yeah, that's nice. What? I think it's really romantic. Move over. I'm here to fucking melt some pussy. I don't like that. I should have maybe dumped that. And that guy's really insipid. This one's really good, though. Farting alone in my room all weekend. Come on, don't lie. Don't tell me you don't have a fart weekend. You just don't sit in naked, yeah, next to your vase and fart all weekend. I do. I'm Marticus Farticus. Save it all up for the weekend. So do these girls. They have unimaginable diarrhea. Even cowgirls get it. This is true. I know this is a fact. Yeah, cowgirls do get unimaginable diarrhea. Explosive diarrhea, I will add. Raina, you don't look like that. I know this. Queefing in my sleep by Queen Laquifa. That's a dude, by the way. Quit jizzing in the hot tub. Now, I don't think it matters because you get all that foam and stuff, and I don't think anyone will notice. Nobody's going to go in the hot tub after me, are they? Kyle, stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Think you're all over. The old world. It was biggie big. It was bloody big. It was, eh? Yeah. So there's Beyonce. Okay, and what ordinary people say? Boy once. Uh-oh. She's crazy in love. She's looking a bit blokey as she's getting older, though. God, it's incredible. I found Epstein's Island, guys. It wasn't difficult. Just picked it up on Google Earth, and there it was. Yep. Here is the disembarkation of stuff of the American Civil War off the Mississippi River, off of Mississippi steamboat, paddle steamer, which I love, by the way. They're really cute. You can actually see any of them. I got to see a lot of other stuff. But look at the piss poor jetty. They're bringing all explosives up and stuff off the boats for the Confederate Army to go and kick their aggressors' asses that are basically genociding everybody. So we're back on Route 66 here. And they had this, a circus or a zoo. Circus Zoo in Navajo's area. So that was on Route 66. They had mountain lion cliff dwellers. They had a Gila monster, yeah, yellow feet, and eagles in there. There's not much of a zoo. Got nice dogs, baby sheep. And there it is in the modern day, completely gone. Still keep nothing going. So, better be fair. Here again on Route 66, okay, the American Meteorite Museum by Meteor Crater. And when I went to the petrol station for Meteor Crater with Campbell, did a little video there. We were 2 minutes from where it was, but they wanted money to get in there. Fuck that, we were on a move anyway. But they had all like just random blackbird stones, giant boulders laying around the place. And I'm guessing it was where this was, because that's the nearest like sort of civilization stuff to Meteor Crater. And there it is in a Monday. Just left to rock and ruin. And there is Route 66. So I'm guessing that if you wanted to travel to California prior to 1870, you had to go on this all the way on this, and a horse and cart all the way to California, all on that. That sounds like hell. Anyway, Longhorn Ballroom, yeah, in Texas, yeah, and they had the Sex Pistols live in Texas. I think that's where Sid Vicious got his face busted up. Somebody said something, he jumped in, had a fight, and then he got his face covered in blood. I think he hit him with a bass guitar. I can't imagine Texas men digging like 1977 fucking Sex Pistols British gobby-gets for 1 second. It's a wonder they weren't murdered. Holy fuck, the Sex Pistols in Texas. Wow, that's just amazing. So here is British paedophilic BBC back in the day. We didn't know nothing was going on, but we did know this, that we hated Bonnie Langford. And now I feel bad because Bonnie Langford's probably all right. I don't know. But she was this really insipid. She was on this show called Just William, and she was a grass. I'll tell and tell. Fucking telltales. Just, guess so many of them. And this is Lena Zavaroni. Yeah, she was, I'll be your long-haired lover from Liverpool. So she was like about 12 singing a highly sexual natured song about falling in love and sex and stuff. But this is the golden moment when Bonnie Langford and can't say it enough, Lena Zavaroni got it together. I wonder what they were singing. Daddy, he's making eyes at me. That was another song she sung. That's really wrong, isn't it? Daddy, this is a child singing this song. Daddy, he's making eyes at me. Yeah, okay, nothing wrong with British establishment whatsoever. It's completely normal. Anyway, built in 3 years, population 20,000 for this Dutch railway station in 1896. Note, outside is completely fucking mudded and shit, and brilliant building. But in 2023, building took 5 years to build, population 150,000, and it looks like shit took a shit. No, I'll go a bit further. It looks like a shit took a shit on top of a shit. That moment when you realise Orphan didn't bring you here for your new car. Yeah, look at her, Orphan. She's looking at like a pork chop. Yeah, she's like, will I like this? No, you won't like this. You won't like it. No. She's like, didn't I tell you to get in earlier? Fucking hell. Horror. The things they got to do to like, get like famous, like get Weinsteined. It's not very nice, is it, guys? No, it's not. Okay, come back for a minute. Okay. 598 of you, 600 of you still here. Thank you for being here all this long time. I don't know how long I've been talking now, a couple of hours. Yeah, 8 o'clock. It's just coming up to the 2-hour mark. Simply marvellous. So we had fun there, didn't we? Little trip down memory lane for some of you older British people. Liddy, that was what I was thinking. As of Hitler, are you? What's happening? It's sold out. Indeed, Liddy. Isabel, you got trafficked, and you get trafficked. I don't know what that means. I bet there's some people in this world that would like literally volunteer for trafficking. Probably. It's just weird world out there. You get like voluntary cannibalism, don't you? So, Germans, I think they like to like call around. You can eat some of my fingernails. In fact, I can chop a little bit of my finger off. You can have it on a plate. We can cannibalize one another. So they might do that. Might not be true, but I think it is actually. I think it is. I think they eat one another. People. Super sticker of It's Me, Miss V369. Nice. Thank you so much. I'm super grateful, and it's super needed. Bill Daly, major double wiggly flat thumbs to infinity thrice. We've got some more information to come. Probably another half hour or so, and then on with the week. On with the Flat Earth British Week. Yeah, we got some good stuff happening. Have you ever been? Yes. Have you ever been to Electric Ladyland? Yes. Yes, it's the best place. David, to ask you on your deathbed, what's your favourite things in life? What would you say? Walk in a park, a beautiful tree, the sound of a nightingale. What would you say? I'd say Electric Ladyland, shagging on LSD. That's what I'd say. I don't think there's anything better. Fred, so hippie. Beautiful woman. Hippie shake. Matt, shared screen for an hour. Yeah, don't rub it in, man. I feel really bad all of a sudden. I'm really sad. Try not to be sad, guys. Missy. Don't worry, if I was, you wouldn't know anything about it. Because I don't victimize myself or offload my shit on other people, because it's my shit. Jimi Hendrix is a bad legend, mate. John Chapman, I fucking love Jimmy. Always have, mate. Always have. DMT vampires. They're sure. They shit took a shit. I scooped for driveway. He is still here. I don't know what that means. Driveway Steve. Good scooping, my bro. Angela Baby Carson, who loves cute little fluffy guinea pigs. They're wicked, aren't they? Have you seen how cute they are? No. I love animals. Animals are wicked. Orgasms, Rusty's on about. Organisms. Oh, right, that's different. Sorry. Mr. C. And we all live in the Yellow Submarine. We do. We do live in the Yellow Submarine. Neil deGrasse Tyson getting a kick in for being a shill. Yeah. I hope he gets to like talk to like Eric Dubay sometime soon. Not that he would, because he's basically only talks to stupid YouTubers. Have you noticed? He goes on a stupid YouTube podcast with stupid people. That's all he can do. You can't go on a podcast with somebody with relative intelligence. Fucking. He'd be just. I'm sure he's a flat earther. He even said, "Oh yeah, Felix Bumgards," he didn't see no curvature because he was just not high enough. So that's like GoPro lens. Why would he even tell anybody that? Because that's like, he's really helping us out. So. Felix Bumgards, and I was a lying little shit. So, not what it seems. Nothing is what it seems. Not what it seems. Nothing is new under the sun. So yeah, feeling very truthy. Oh no, I literally live the truthy lifestyle. What truthy people do, which is truthy. You're so entertaining, Martin. Thanks, Debs. Comes easy to me. All I have to do is like talk. They're going to put me in the movies. They're going to make a big star out of me, and all I got to do is like naturally. That's Ringo Starr. That's not right. That's Ringo Starr. Kimberly. Fuck that. Ooh. Annette. Okay. Mr. Friendly. Okay, let's guess. Frank Zappa. I love Frank Zappa. Down at Joe's garage. We didn't have no dope or LSD, but a couple of quarts of beer. Love it. There's no curvature, FEB. No, I know that, Builder. Did you know I was flat earth British? There's my son, Welsh Dragon Metals, Lawrence Leaker. Hiya, son. Good to see you, my son. Oh. Okay. How do you smell tango? Okay, let's get stuck into some more stuff, is it? I got like loads to share with you. It's just like what time I got available. Because yeah, fucking hell, that's nasty, isn't it? Having to go like see Weinstein before you go fucking get a film role. I bet that's the same for blokes as to bet you any money. Even worse. Okay. Right, let's have a pretty trip. Okay, what we're doing now, a pretty trip to Bonnie, Scotland. Okay, I'll take the high-low road, you take the low road, and I'll get to Scotland before you. We're going to look at the Scottish islands of Shetland, Orkney, Bute, and Lewis. And funnily enough, there's a prominent at the end of the Isle of Lewis that's called the Butt of Lewis. I thought that was funny. So anyway, did you know that Britain, is only 200 miles from Denmark? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because the Faroe Islands is Danish territory. And it's only 200 miles from the Orkneys. So we're only 200 miles from Denmark. Who knew? So let's share screen. Almost 600 of you watching. I am grateful for you being here. Thank you. So we're going to look at some beautiful Scottish stuff now. Okay. We got stuff like this in Wales as well. What I noticed with these, they're really, these are quite early. I think they were 1870s. But what they do show is what looks like a mud-flooded older world and a lot of melted buildings. What you've got to appreciate for this northern Scotland area is there's evidence for a lot of vitrified buildings and forts. There's some narratives about it being involved in the cataclysm of the first millennium AD with the comet that went over and vitrified everything, and then ended up crashing in what is Mongolia. But there's a lot of vitrified forts also in the Indus Valley civilization, which look very similar to the one in Scotland. So I think it was a similar event. Also, what you don't get in these photos is Skara Brae, which is below ground level civilization. You don't see a lot of ruined buildings, a lot of messed up. It's very remote, some of these islands, but they get warm weather because they're on the Gulf Stream. Some of the islands of Hebrides, of the Outer Hebrides, are warmer, like we are here in South Wales. So there's a lot of dead people there, fucked up stones. So even in these photographs, the world's messed up and old and not occupied. What are we looking at? Tombs of the MacLeans in Iona, in the island of Iona. Wow, they're very Celtic, aren't they? And knights as well. So, sorry about that, MacLeans. Looks like you had a bit of a cleansing. Oh, that's the family of MacLeans. Okay, and there's a Celtic cross. We get these all over Wales as well. With what looks like Nordic, or you can see some sort of, I'm guessing, Viking influence there, maybe. But who were the Vikings? The Vikings. You know, I don't think it's that they portray these, you know, harsh northern ruffians or barbarian types at all, because, you know, the Normans that occupied Britain from, you know, 1066, they were the Northmen, from Normandy, for north. So I think that the Norsemen were the Normans that occupied Britain, who were Vikings. So we got Balsat columns here. You know, this is a narrative within itself. A lot of people think these could be tree capillaries, and other people think that they are just volcanic basalt that have, you know, dried out into a perfect geometrical shape. So they got them on the Scottish side, and they got them on exactly the same place on the other side of the Irish Sea in Northern Ireland. And they got the same thing. These are Fingal's Cave. Fingal's Cave. They got exactly the same thing in Northern Ireland as this. They are quite stunning. And it's crazy how the basalt only comes up to here, and then all of that on top. So I don't feel that was happening with a tree. This looks like it's just got a mud on top and rock hard. Yeah. Look how vast it is as well, this balsat columns. Beautiful little Scottish fishing villages. I've been to a couple myself. I've never been to the Scottish Islands. It's been very nice, I suspect, in the summer months. I wouldn't go there in the winter. Oh, hi, the new. They love a good curry as well, don't they? So, yeah, they got lots of standing stones all over. Druidical stone. We got them all over Wales too, in England as well. And all over Europe. These Neolithic stones that are meant to mean something to the, humanity woke up one day and it's like, I know, I'll just go and hew a massive stone and put it fucking in the middle of a field in a circle for no particular reason. No. And they got locks. They don't do lakes, they do locks. Like you get locks on the shipping locks, like ships go through. So all of these bank, you get river bank. It's all the Phoenician terms. That looks like a mine. And then you got these things all over Scotland. Is these big, massive elite buildings. God, I bet you get a bit of spooky and fucking cold in there. Ooh. Yeah, let's just mosey on through a few of these. So standing stones, yeah, they're all over. I've seen loads of these. Got loads in Cardiff. 2 different sets of the Gaussian stones, Druid stones. The true meaning, I don't think they're astronomical. I think the true meaning's lost to us. I think there was other stuff happening. Oh, that's pretty. So yeah, the air's clean up there too. Look at that, just one standing thing. Very pleasant. Oh, look at that. You also get this rugged, mind-blowing landscape in the Faroe Islands as well. Wonder what that chimney's for. That's huge. Wow, I wonder what that is. I love a mild curry too. I went to a restaurant and I said, can I have a chicken tikka? He said, don't you mean a chicken tikka? I said, no, chicken tikka, because they're hotter. Boom, boom. Don't worry. Martin jokes. I know. Oh, they're good sometimes. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? So crazy. Nature is amazing. That looks like it's something though. Legs, head, maybe. So yeah, it'd be a harsh place to live, wouldn't it? Out in the middle of nowhere, but the air's clear. You got loads of fish, beautiful scenery. You could just go to Scotland. You could just occupy that there, living that by that stream. Could you imagine that? No supermarket there. I'm afraid you would fuck off and go and get. You can't go and nip off to Kroger when you're up in Scotland. I can show you that. So big books. Now I've talked about them before. There's some groovy images here I'm going to show you now. These are good. These are from postcards I've shown before. Some of them show UFOs and Vimanas and stuff, but they are really interesting. And Odessa. This is like a ship with, but this is in Russia, but they got an Indian stupa inside it, stepped Indian stupa inside of what looks like a ship. And another stupa over here. Were they really in Russia? Check that freaky guy. Check his happy hat and his happy beard. He's got a big tab. What do you think? Oh, fucking hell. Sorry if you can hear a clicking. I'll try to wait. Bastard won't go either. I am not light and abundant at present, guys. I'm missing a zipper when I go for fucking Mexico again. Oh, I gotta fucking sort this out. Right. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't speak Russian, but it's trippy, innit? Look at this shit. Look at that. And weird pyramids and stuff. So I don't know why they were publishing these weird, freaky Russian postcards. Yes, Alva Billy. Thank you, son. I have got matches. Fucking hell. My friends have helped me wicked tonight. Nora. Oh, thank you, guys. You're awful supportive. Oh. Bollocks. Yeah, I've got matches. Thank you, Alva Billy. See my boxage. Yes, I brought these. What does it say on my matches? Thank you from America. Somewhere. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, we're moving on. So this is a beautiful colour photo. I've showed it before. It's from the expositions in Paris. But these Arab guys, they look like they're giants, don't they? They're a damn sight bigger than the people around them. And they seem to be a bit of a spectacle as well. You know, they're allowed to carry these swords around. Imagine that in modern day. Anyway, John Levy once suggested he thought that they were just literally taking a last look at their world before they left. These people, you know, the old ladderline there, see, guys. What are they looking at? And he's holding his head like, you know, you hold your head like that for one reason, don't you? Like, oh no. And everyone's just so finding them so curious. What their faces are like, oh, such a wind up. And in Paris, as you know, in the past, they had automated sidewalks. So you didn't actually have to walk anywhere, just jump on and off of the sidewalk, and it was electric, and it would take you where you wanted to go. Can you imagine that in modern day? No, they got shit all in the modern day. It's rubbish. I'm so disappointed. Yeah, so underwhelmed by civilization. But I have faith that we lot are going to do something and fix it. I see that day. I see a day where everyone is just taking responsibility for all of this shitstorm that we let happen through letting them take control of us and letting them fucking dictate to us when we're fine. We've got morals. We know how to get on with one another. We don't want to argue or fight or have drama. That's you fucking lot. We all stand up and take this place back would be the most beautiful day of my existence. I would live 1,000 lifetimes. I don't think it'd be a better day than that. To see everybody free of them. That would be the best day of my life. Best day of all my lives. Because I can't believe I was born in a realm with such evil, controlling everything. This is Satan's realm indeed. And I ain't feeling it, guys. So this is a really spooky, weird picture. Again, is everyone a giant? The proportions of the Eiffel Tower are too small. They got like a 6-lane highway under here and shops and everything in the modern day. But yet the people under here seem really large compared to it. Why? Is it so different sized in so many different photos? Is there two? And look at the world around it. And they took all of that away for no good reason. Just put shit up, makes 0 sense to me. That's a shot I haven't seen before. Again, with that perspective, it's only just as high as this 2-story building here to there. Size of 4-story, 5-story building there. I just don't get it. You've got people parachuting off this level in the modern day. I've seen them do it. I don't get it. Again, Paris in its heyday. Everywhere is not in its heyday anymore. And what they did after the last 2 years, the world that they got out, everyone now, they're shafted everyone now because of what's happened. It's just, what the fuck is that? Is it a phoenix? It's like a dragon underneath, is it? Pretty good though, isn't it? Don't know what it is. Ah, wow, look at that fresco. See what's on, oh, excuse me. See what's on that fresco. See what I might get a bit. There's an angel. What angel, though? Could be Lucifer. Lucifer was an angel. Supposed to be the most beautiful, God's favourite, apparently. And they had a bit of a jealousy match going on or something. And he's like, yeah, I'm not feeling this controlly weirdness. I'm fucking off. Took his angels with him. And skedaddled. Wonder what Jesus' twin's name would have been. What if it was a girl? No, it was a boy. What would it have been? What would you call Jesus'? What if by some weird quirk his brother was Judas Iscariot? But it wasn't. Just saying. Sort of a chariot, Iscariot. A Phoenician with a big Roger Ramjet jaw. Being like dragged by lions because lions don't eat you, apparently, in Phoenician times. Let's have a look down and get some artwork down on the Seine. Some old books. Wouldn't that be brilliant if you could time travel and just go and have a look for the old books? I already thought about that. Sitting there like, just take 5 hours out, sit in the library, just look at what they got. See these things, giant books all through antiquity. Just no reason for them. Really difficult for humans to read. And stuff that would tell you that there's been giants. You got, excuse me, a giant helmet found here. Giants on old artworks, I've shown that one. Giants on old medieval stuff, giant doors. It's baby Jesus, little people, more little people, really big people. Father Cresby got given a large crown by people. There's a large knife, a large bowl here in St. Petersburg. This found out in the wilderness, large bowls and large books, and definitely huge mummies. But mummy. So why would you build a huge violin? And I seen literally an old alchemical book the other day, which was on about music. It was way beyond me. But it talked about Fibonacci and divine principles in the making of violins. And I never knew about it. And you can see, yeah, that they use divine principles in the Stradivarius violin was worth a fortune because of the principles that they put into the manufacture of having Fibonacci put in there. Special music. Amazing. Huge books. What would be the point? People can't sit and read them comfortably. Look at that library of giant books. Why? We find a lot of them. The music. Oh, fucking hell, these matches are not very good. Music books. That's music on there. You see? Big books. Okay, moving on. Yeah, music as well. No, that's not music. But it's huge book age. And these, I've seen some of these myself. Ridiculously big doors. Just why would you do it? And what about the lock up there? You need like this pulley to do it and that. So why have giant doors? Because people were massive. And that's just an artist's interpretation. I'm wondering if these things, cities up on the top of these things, actually existed. Why not? It's an artist's interpretation. So what else have we got? That was big books. Excuse me. Picks of the week, Old Britain. I'll just zip through a couple of these to give you a little bit more to look at. Now, these are from 1811, okay? No, 1807. So before the 1811 reset, and a collection of monasteries, manors, and castles in Britain is Greystoke Castle. Tarzan's castle, for fuck's sake. What are you, you funny looking woman? No, my name's Jane, I'm a chick. Oh, what are those in front of you? Now, they're my breasts, you can leave them alone. Oh, you funny looking fella I like. So that's Tarzan when he first saw a woman, Jane. Donington Castle, I've been to Donington Castle and it did not look like that. Famous gigs that happen there, like AC/DC, place in Donington Castle have big gigs. So yeah, I went there. Castle Acre Priory. So what you notice, this stuff's all like messed up and everything's messed up outside, but it's a large house. Why would you build them out there in the middle of nowhere? Where'd they get the materials there? Cross fields. Everstoke Castle, the size of that. See, it's all in the ruined world, isn't it? And then they got some newer buildings inside of this ruined stuff from the reset. St Mary's Abbey in York. So they say the abbeys got taken away with the disillusionment of the abbeys with Henry VIII. I don't actually see any evidence of that. I do see sort of mud floods with these things. There's a famous priory here in Wales called Llantoni Priory, massive priory on the middle of a valley in the middle of nowhere. And it's a ruin like this. And they say disillusionment did it. And I'm like, fucking hell, they must have had an entire army up here to get rid of this building because it's massive. Lumley Castle. Look at that thing there. Hermitage and Warkworth. It's just like a cliff building. Britain. Craziness. Lancaster Castle. I haven't been to Lancaster, but I'm guessing it doesn't look nothing like that. All this mud outside and all the mud all the way up to the top of the wall there. Egremont Castle. So yeah, I live in Wales, as you probably know by now. We have 800 castles. We have more castles per acre than for the size of the country in any other country on earth. Why we got more castles in Wales than any other country on earth? Furness Abbey makes you think. Stirling Castle in Scotland, I bet it doesn't look like that anymore. And Wetherall Priory. Oh. There's a lot of like religious people just going out in the middle of nowhere, building big places, especially the Benedictines. They're a few quid, didn't they? Get a load of nuns in, the sex slaves, and then let's pretend we give a fuck and we do religion. Ooh, check this out, guys. Mudflood, yeah. Cockermouth Castle. Now, I'm sorry, it's not my fault. I don't make up British names. They had a terrible flood in Cockermouth once. Yeah. It's on the news. Carlisle Castle. I've been to Carlisle just after a flood. I went to the Barbers, is all I remember of Carlisle. St Anthony's Chapel. Don't know where that is, in Edinburgh. So something happened to that, didn't it? I think it's time. The Abbey Gate at St Edmundsbury. Edmundbury. I wonder what that Bury on the end of all these British names. Bury is Bury. Roslin Castle, not Roslin Chapel. Ripon Minster, the size of that minster. I've seen some crazy minsters. There's one near Nottingham that I seen with my friend, and it was Suffolk Minster. Oh my God, it was in the middle of nowhere, and it was just colossal. It was bigger than Lincoln Cathedral. I looked at it anyway. It was just monstrous. Furness Abbey, mud flooded. I noticed all the grass on top. This was not disillusionment of the Abbey. There's no evidence for that. Just to give you reason. Malmesbury Abbey. Oh, I've seen that in pictures. Monastery at Kelso. Oh, yeah. And that is Edinburgh Castle, which is a star fort on top of a apparent volcano. The Hospital of St. Cross. Melrose Abbey. So yeah, it's just all fucked up. And it's the size of that though. Lancacost Priory. Just huge. Built by monks. Copper chisels. Out in the middle of nowhere. To worship God. What you notice is the mud is in there, isn't it? If you're all solid there. Yeah, mud flooded civilization. Wow, look at that, Malmesbury Abbey. Holy shit. They've put like buildings inside. Look at the size of the arches. How big was this place? Jesus. Yeah, Britain is literally littered in this sort of stuff. Leiston Abbey. Reset. Wingfield Castle. So elites live in castles in Britain. Eggleston Abbey in York County. So we're coming further south now. Durham, something north of England. So yeah, from Scotland we're coming down. So Michael K. Barron Hospital of St Thomas is in York. So yeah, I visited York last year and we got some really old buildings there. Castle at Castleacre. Where? Look at that bits of antiquity just sticking out the middle of a field. Where's the rest of it? Just similar to Piranesi in Veritas. It really is. They're good engravings, good quality. Stirling Castle in Scotland again. College of Lincluiden. Look at that fucking place, man, oh man. It's not a college anymore, is it? What happened? It's all the mud all the way up here on all of them. Everything's covered in grass and moss. Palace of Linlithgow. Ooh, Ring Rising. That's an unusual building. Look at that. So you can see the old world was like really established and massive, wasn't it? Craig Miller Castle. And it's all gone. That world is gone. Look at the size of this. Oh, this mud. That door is half buried in mud, guys. Isn't it? Monastery at Tynemouth in Devon, Teignmouth. Oh, that's the other Tynemouth. Yeah, there's two. Okay, no geography. Look at that messed upness. No infrastructure, just rocks and everything, and they got all of this lovely buildingage. Arlington Castle. God, it's very atmospheric, isn't it? If it's a lovely day, that'd be really nice. Peel Castle. That looks like a bit of fossilized tree. Got all the mud coming up under there, guys. Sure they didn't build that castle like that. Water looks like it made that. Church of Ely. This is Ely in Cambridgeshire, not the Ely I'm sitting in right now, which is a suburb of Cardiff. Ely Cathedral, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, that's a monster. Haddington, I don't know that. Priory of Haddington and Bayland Abbey. Ooh, look at the size of the window that would have had. Man, look at the size of that when it was going. Again, in the middle of nowhere. Again, Warwick Castle. Occupied by the High Baron Pacey. High Baron Pacey. Look at that on there. From the old world. That's a weird creature, isn't it? So I've never seen anything like people on shields coming out of castles before. I bet they've taken them down since these pictures. That's what they do. They literally take away all of the old world stuff, so you don't know about the previous occupiers, etc. Here in Westworld. Morpeth Castle. Okay. Antiquities of Great Britain, Volume 1, that was. That's the cover. Stonehenge. Obviously rebuilt in the 1950s. There's enough pictures out there. There's one picture of Obama walking past one of these stones with a big concrete block inside it. By here somewhere. So yeah, what it is I think it's a bit of a fake. I think that the real gear is nearby in Aylesbury. Okay, these henges, you know, there's a bigger henge outside, there's another henge nearby, there's a wooden henge. As you know, even if it was for atmospheric, it was some sort of calendar. What would it fucking be for? What would it prove? What would it usage? Oh, we're going to stand in there, do a bit of fucking chanting until the sun comes round and shines through this stone. Sounds stupid. I just say it. Anyway, what do I know? So, Flat Earth British website will be ready this week. The reason it's not going to be published today is because I sent maybe 1,000 free PDFs to be linked to this my website for you guys. All of the Flat Earth books you can imagine, everything in synthetic cosmogony, everything from all of the early Flat Earth authors, Carpenter, Rowbotham, all in there. A complete collection of spirituality books, things like Terence McKenna, stuff like that, holographic books, all of that stuff in there. So a big collection, and I'm trying to put a load of images in files when I got time. I was doing it till late last night, but then I got send them over, and then basically they'll all be put on this website. So I'm looking to beef up the resource for you guys. But here it is, Flat Earth British website. And it's going to be juicy. Okay, videos and archive, which we'll all dive into, and I'll give you a selection. And it's going to be a good resource for information concerning all of this reset business. Mudfloods, tartaria, the firmament, comets, starforts, fasces, technasmia, antiquitech, airships, shapes, maps, giants, science, words, okay, like British words, art, World's Fairs, architecture, resets, aquatech, weather, fireplaces, activities, resources, and news is all of the subjects that we, and there's a load more on there, free energy you could include on there, of the subjects that we cover here on Flat Earth British. So I'm coming back for a minute. And see what one with all you guys. If you had a pleasant evening, thanks for popping by, guys. So still nearly 600 of you. Not bad to retain you for a couple of hours. Thanks. Let's give you all a big shout. Son of Overbrook's in the house. Giants in Science, nice. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to juice that up. I could have published it today, but it would have been like not a lot of stuff on there. Like, and I wanted, like I said, I wanted like a giant resource for everyone, free. Somewhere to go, you know, to find out about all the subjects, or pictures and everything for everybody. So that was what I'm going to do. Fantastic stuff. Thank you, Ray. So I try and you know, get it better over time. You know, more stuff for you guys. That's what I'm thinking I'll do it, and it's in the motion. So love archaics, Mr. C, big fan, says John Chapman. So yeah, so I'm going to be in a hangout, not sure where, on Tuesday actually, with Awesome Campbell, who's autodidactic, and Jason Brashiers, who is archaics. So we're going to have a hangout, chew the fat, and talk about stuff that we do. It's going to be legendary, as you can imagine. Hedges could have been reset calendars. Henge could have been reset calendars. If anyone has heard about Phoenix, that is really good, Adam. That is really good. That would give them a purpose. I was just trying to think of their practical application. You know, yeah, we're going to go and check out the fucking calendar. But if it was a Phoenix event or a reset on the way, that would make perfect sense. Yeah, thanks. So old-fashioned things, matches. Remember these? They work. So I'm having a... Oh, there's polyester in the house. Yeah, my lighter crisis. Debt, good to see you. Have some of these buildings look melted? Yeah, they do. So Small Town Girl, nice website. It is my old website. And basically, somebody stole it. They bought my fucking domain name, which you can't do now, by the way. I went off and was selling shit like, I don't know, fucking bath salts. I don't even know, just crap. And not the bath salts are crap. I use them myself. I'm just saying they sold crap on my website. And it was found on Wayback Machine. It's been reconstructed over the last couple of weeks. And been like adding bits to it, thinking about, you know, better stuff for you. So that's what we're doing. Always improving if we can. Didge, thanks for being here. Mel, thanks for being here. Tone, my bro. It's never gone, Martin. It's always both leading. Never there, always. Always be in England. There will always be an England. Innit? Can't believe anyone was stupid enough to invade this country. What were they thinking? I know it was 1,000 years ago, but fuck me. They must have had a dog's life. We are so British. You know, we used to just go and take over countries when we were bored campaigning season. Yeah, we were too brave to spare the women and children. Liddy, Mary Grogan, good to see you. Looks great. It is. Thank you very much. Free soul hippie. And we need a image done. Well, I have, but this is my issue. Is it's attached to my Google account, and I've already give the link. It's got thousands and thousands of images of photo 1, photo drop 1, and photo drop 2. Dump. If you don't know about them, the Flaterday British photo drop dumps. I know a lot of you are on there. So you can join it, but I'm not sure how to link it. Maybe I can be advised, because I don't want to leave my Google account, because you could access my Google account. I think. I don't know. I got to be more tech savvy than that. I'm working on it. So it's all a work in progress. Be a guy finally. Okay, we're fucking off now. Be a guy. Go and do your thing. Go and butter your muffin or whatever it is you do on fucking Saturday nights. On the chaise lounge. On the chaise lounge. Britain, in the area of Britons and the Welsh. So the longest town name in the world is Welsh. You can look it up. It's a train station there. It says Llanrhaeadr yn Dirioch, Goch. Something like that. Thank you, Annie. I'm a Castle Appreciation Society myself. I'm in the Guild of Castle Appreciation. I've been to so many. Liddy, they're fucking dumps, all of them. Nah, I don't mean that. Cardiff Castle's got a billion pound room, whatever it was. Excuse me. So, hoping you all have a brilliant week. A lovely Sunday, whatever you're doing the rest of the day, because it's only day in America. It'll be a time to go. I'm going to go off and do flat earth British mountain things, namely eat, and mainly what I do. So that's been a hard week. So good mixture of good and bad. So there to teach us. Everything's there for a lesson. Did Black Native Britons make Stonehenge? I don't know about all that, Matt. I don't know about like actual, people having different colours than that. I thought we were all the same. Sky frequency. I haven't noticed yet until you brought it up. Avebury, exactly. Sky frequency. Dave? Son of Overbrook. Looks like Prince Philip's face on a stone troll. It's not good to speak ill of the fake dead. Mr. Friendly. Yeah, Liddy, that would be great. Let's get on with our Liddy. And they're all happy chappies in chat. Okay, David's in the chat. David Goldthorpe. Always top of the hill. Poor pony. Oh, poor ponies. Donkeys. Yeah. Donkeys. We love all animals are lovely, aren't they? Oh, dogs. Cats. Bunny rabbit. Real eyes. You mean the Flintstones? Flintstones was wicked. Manny Rubble. It's a yabba dabba doo day. Think that Labour it took to build those things. Exactly, John. It makes you think, if they were in 1811 and they were wrecked then, when exactly were them things built? Middle Ages? And then they were wrecked by reset. Okay, Mr. Rasta, what's happening? Built by the people who created us, the homunculus. Could be homunculus. True. Yes. Wales, you bastards. I is jealous. Tough shit, bro. Existentially, Welsh people know that they're awesome. Shelley Lewis, elites who took castles after, but it's nationalistic bullshit, and I don't actually give a fuck. I'm a man of the world and always have been. Yeah. Thank goodness for free will. Thank you for that, Alva Billy. Okay, thank you, Alvidas, for your comment. Been here all these years, supporting Flathead British in so many ways. Fricebone, good to see you. Okay, thank you for popping by. It's 11:35, coming up to the 2 hours 25, 2 hours 35 mark. And we're going to leave it at that for this week. I've got a little bit more to present, but I'll keep it for another day. And I'll try for a midweek post this week. And hippie shake, trying to get me donated. That'd be awesome. So I will do like more shorts. It's just I'm not going out because it's freezing Britain. There's nowhere that can really go. I'm sure you like cool shorts. When I'm in America, everything's fucking brilliant. So when the weather improves, I bought image drive, something like 45,000 image. So yeah, I was thinking I tried compressing it and sending it to that guy. I sent him one in the post. So I wonder if he could put all of them on there. I'll think about that. Thanks. So, yeah, so I hope you had a good time. To summarize, we've looked into the two biggest industrial accidents in American history, and they both have unbelievable similarities. They both have the flying anchor narrative, both fire shit out of nowhere, and the MO for them all just doesn't fit the narrative what Wikipedia and everything else gives you. Thank you, Campbell. There he is, there, my friend Campbell. And they're both French ships. They both lose an anchor that flies off, and they both create a giant tsunami. Both French ships. I think it's just too many coincidences. I smell fuckery. Definitely. And with Chicago, that's spooky. If that photo is real, I don't know what to think, guys. I really don't. I've never seen anything like that in any photos. Ever. Outside of Pierre van der Haar engravings of 1700s, he shows carnage like that. But never in a photo. Never. Bab, good to see you. Website's totally awesome. Yeah, it'd be good to have a new website. If you should have one. Quinky Dinks, I don't believe in them. Okay, I'm going to go. Be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Stay epic. Be kind if you can. Don't listen to any of the bullshit that's out there in the world at the moment. You can if you want. I'm not telling you what to do, but I can just tell you that it's just bullshit, okay? Think of yourself, think of your family, think of your friends, think of fucking getting on in this world the best you can, okay? Yeah, that's what you should do. Go, go, go. There you are. Ed knows he's a tough. Okay. So, Nostar, which is good night in Wales. Nostar to you. If I start singing, will you cry? Don't cry. Ooh, feels all classy, doesn't it? Ooh, I could crush a grape. Ooh, I could drip a tissue. Oh. Marine George, thank you for the laugh. Oh, I hope you had a little giggle. So there's my effort for this Flaterday. I do love a Flaterday show, and I love it you guys turning up in such large amounts, bringing the love, the high vibration, showing what it's all about. Loads of people in the world now know that there's an awakening happening, and that people are waking up to the bullshit dialectics that are carried out against humanity to divide us so we don't get on like we get on. Well, they tell us we don't, but we do. They tell us we're warring, we're ugly and vicious and all of these things. No, we fucking ain't. You are. Talking about your fucking self, bro. It's like, we ain't. We get on fine, thanks. Leave us alone. If you leave us alone, we get on fine. Most people are in trouble just because they got to survive and they got to do shit. Right or wrong? Yeah, no way. Because the circumstances that they put on everyone was fucking social engineering bollocks. Fuck 'em. The real Yoda. That's my last little rant for the night. Okay. Don't think it was bad energy connected because it was to an entity. We don't even know what it is. Dean Campbell, I want you and Martin, friends, to be part of the psychedelic home little fab. Yeah, go to Colorado, Dean's land, which he's got, and I got photographs of Campbell, which is going to lend us to go and stay on. Yeah, we can go there and grow mushrooms in pot. Yeah, my lifetime ambition, which would be narcissists. Yeah, so finds in the world has got loads of them, ads and forests. It's crazy people. But don't worry about it, because we're on it. Okay. We're the love police, man. We're the karma police. Don't mess with us. Innit? Yeah? Don't be doing bad stuff in front of us. No, don't be doing bad stuff in front of me either. Or being unkind to anyone and getting really shit straight with me. Especially do it in front of me. Oh, that don't go down well. Anyone being horrible to other people. Thank you, TW. Just can't take that shit. Fucking bullies, nothing worse. All of it. People just being ugly. Full stop. Sucky, sucky. Martin, your younger brother thinks that he landed on the moon and Mars. How? My younger brother. Can't help you, bro. They believe the things, they believe things. Give them time, is all I can say. Oh, Lee, there's Lee, Flat Earth British sub. Thank you, my brother. Lee, Flat Earth British sub. I didn't know you was here, mate. It's late for you. I'll get up for work, haven't you? Oh yeah, Rob. Yeah, I know that. I don't know this guy, but I've heard shouts and I've watched his channel. Would you do a podcast from Rob with Esoteric Knights of Malta? Sure, yeah, of course I would. I'd like to do that. Yeah, I watched some of his channel. I had some large channel from America. Oh, I can't remember what they're called. They put a shout out there to do a hangout with me. They wanted someone from the Flat Earth, so I don't know if they talk about Flat Earth. Sort of a black community thing in America. So they better come and see me, and I go over on there. I'd love to go and speak to them. They look awesome. Can't remember what they're called though. They had a lot of subs. So yeah, Esoteric Knights of Malta. Yeah, put that word out there. I'm definitely doing you know, I don't mind talking and doing interviews, but you know, as you know, it's not really my thing. I'm better off on my own. Wide Awake in Wales. Night all, no star. Thanks for the content, Matt. No problems. Good, isn't it? So Righty Iti. I like the name of the little channel. It's nice. It's nice, isn't it? Nice little things. Adios, Tobe. Okay, double flat thumbs to infinity. I'm going home. I'm already home. I'm going to go make a cup of tea. What's that? Lisa, have a nice munch. Yeah, I got them there, like waiting for me. I got a paprika crisps right by there looking at me. Favorite flavor. Crisps. Bugman, tartaria, tartaria, fuck them, tartaria, tartaria. Okay. Dresden, tartaria. Sean, thank you. That's all my slogans. G, good to see you. Anyway, from lovely Ely, in lovely Wales, in lovely UK, so I silver line and mind that. Wiggly flat thumbs world. Okay, all you truthers out there. Oh, I have got other plans as well, but I'll tell you about them later. There's other stuff happening in the pipeline, but I don't want to shout that before I've actually done it. Okay. So is the way my intent. The Esoteric Knights channel there. Yeah, so yeah, I checked him out. I've seen him about. Yeah, he's all right. At least he talks to us. Some of these channels are so like, don't talk to you. It's unbelievable. So yeah, I fucking wonder why. Romany Bay. I give a fuck. Charles Rister. Kim Osabi. Kim Osabi. I speak Arapaho. Tamakatangiangi you tikimanga, or Anukadangiangi you shikimanga. Surprised, aren't you? Like fucking hell, there's anything man can't do? No. Jack of all trades, master of none. Tet? Okay, I'm fucking off. Boing, boing, boing. Time for bed. Okay, Adam, off to bed, ski. Up the wooden hill to Bedfordshire. Okay. Let's practice Skype and Zoom next week. We'll call. Let's practice Skype and Zoom next week. We'll call. Eric, you want about me? I don't know. I don't do too many shows and I've already got one lined up. Anyway, peace and love to you all. Wiggly flat thumbs. Stay epic. Stay epic, you.